Greetings, everyone. I'm back. Sorry, I just have to do this, fix my mic. And so I can see myself now coming live. Okay, now I'm live. So I can see myself now coming live. Sorry, I just have to put the volume off from the other tab. Okay, here I am back because I had to continue tonight as the momentum, the flow would be lost. The last stream from the last stream I did, but I couldn't come online. I had a fever, and my tonsillitis on one side seems to have like gone. Has the throat, the ache is gone, pain is gone. Trying to just put this properly on my fitted. Okay. So I was thinking about the Muslims who would be thinking may not be able to say anything here to me. Um, Out of politeness or my Shias at least. Or maybe you think I will not understand your side and I'm argumentative or stubborn, something like this. But please know that I'm not like that. So w- I just got out of this very feverish depression, also depressive feeling and all this. So let's see if I'm able to express myself. If not, in this video, then the next, and then the next. But I will do my best here, even though my performance could be low. So again, I ask for forgiveness. So I'm going to start here from the Chrome. Uh, you may have thought, if not said, that she has been like some non-Muslims trying to avoid these verses which say fighting in the way of Allah with those who fight with you and do not exceed the limits. Right? This verse knew from Islamic law and the rules of war, the rules of war, the new humanitarian article. I don't want to go in the website. Thank you for the. I was just searching for some of the ayats like these, which say that there should be limits. Do not exceed the limits. Then we have Surah Baqarah ayat 217. They ask you about the sacred month about fighting therein. Say fighting therein is great sin and averting people from the way of Allah. And so there's and the most crucial verse I wanted to put here was which one is it? Let me just read it. Shakir translation. And fight with them until there is no more persecution. You would say the fitna bars are the ones from the polytheist side and the Yathrib Jews and all that, right? And you would think, I never saw these verses, but of course I did. Because you know what I was leaving behind, as I have to repeat myself again and again. My life has been painful, and escaping from pain is not the right thing to do, although I do sleep over my pain, right? And the things I see in this world. And when I'm depressed, I sleep. But even if I can't go for the Ashura day, I had Imam Hussein's guilt and thing inside of me. Uh, Sometimes if I felt that the love was going for Imam Hussein, going away from my heart, or leaving my heart, I would tell my father about this, and he would say, "No, no, you're wrong. The love is there, and all this." So okay, you may think that I wanted to run away from pain and all this, but where would I go? I can't run away from pain. The pain was always there. I love things that I still mourn about that people would tell me to leave it aside now. The past is over. So this, but I don't leave it aside, and then people would say, "You don't listen to us. Let go of the past and think about the future. Get a new life, or think about your new life." But I seem to always go into this depression and darkness and things happening. And the realities of life are that people are suffering and all this. We cannot escape pain, although we would like to, but we come back to pain, right? So, no, I did not do this to escape from mourning for Imam Hussein. Huh? So, this, that I was looking for a better life. Yeah, maybe better life in the sense that God given, always God approved in the boundaries, you know, that God approves of. And I always prayed that may I be successful in the sense that in this Allah's way, come true to Allah's way also, sincere. So reading in context and all this, you see, when I read this recently, also when I was in my mind, it came up, search that verse. But also when I give you the verses I have seen through and gone through, closely examined, please also you look at those verses, like Surah Azab verse 37. And then I found more verses now. So as I went through this verse, my head was like spinning. I had lost balance, and I was still like, "Oh my God, what? No, no, no! Here it says fitna." Then guess what? I went through some. Sorry, this is a message. My phone, huh? So just having, just one. I have to reply to someone here. So we're going. I'm going to look at the other ayats now, which I have found, which you should also look at and see if it was right for Prophet Muhammad. When we go to Surah Hashar, in our mind, the Surah Hashar ayats to break down houses. Although as Shias, I would never. If I had come across this ayat, I would have had some shock of my life. So, sorry, I missed something, and so just a minute, please. Okay. So now the thing is that I had to go to so just sharing every experience I come across. Sometimes, I come online just to share where I am or what I've reached. So you can see how, like, I'm not insincere. I'm not the one cheating you or deceiving you or just showing you the eyes that are peaceful and all that. Not showing you the eyes that are peaceful. Sorry, right? It's not like that. So I was going through again some of the Surah Tawbah ayats just to make sure that something came up like this ayat of fight in the way of Allah until there is no more, some say, oppression, right? Or fitna. But the word used, I think, in that ayat is the one I showed you before, just some time ago here on live stream. what is the word used? And so that religion is duly for Allah, holy for Allah. So now I'm showing you the verses and I know of these verses. But after doing all that research, I have then what I did is my own seeing. And now I hope you can see these verses and say, is it right? Like those are just now the way I found the contradictory verses, the discrepancies, and found him to be a warmonger and blaming the Baduans. He didn't want to go and fight with him, help him to have changed the word of Allah in Surah Fath ayat. And then looking at Surah Hashr ayats, no, no prophet in his right mind will have their houses broken. So I showed you the kinship from Surah Tawbah, right? That you have no respect for treaties or even ties. So those verses, contradictory verses. Like he's blaming the polytheists that they have no respect for treaties or even the Yathrib Jews, and thus even the ties, like your ties, like you were friends or something like this. And you know the Amr Abduwad, I think was Imam Ali's father's friend. So you had no ties of that, you know. You had no regard for the ties. Imam Ali's father took care of Prophet Muhammad like anything. And remember, Prophet Muhammad was an orphan. And after some time, his mother passed away, and then he became an orphan, and then his grandfather took care of him. His father had died before he was even born. And then his uncle took care of him, Abu Talib also. So this Imam Ali's father. Okay? It is not attributable to Allah that he should lead a people astray after he has guided them. So, okay, right? Not, Ibrahim asking forgive. Look at this. I'm flabbergasted. What here? What have they put here for this? Is he therefore better who lays his foundation on fear of Allah, good pleasure? That Allah has forgiven him who serve him, who praise him. Where's that ayat? Forgiven the Prophet Muhammad. Never stand in it, certainly a masjid found on piety. Building, okay, I can't find that verse here. I cannot believe this. Surely Allah has brought of the believers their persons and the property. Yes, this I did, right? In my previous. So there's nothing wrong in this, you would say. They who turn, if they kill and, get killed in the way of Allah. They who turn to Allah, who serve Him or praise Him. It is not fit for the Prophet and those who believe that they should ask forgiveness for the polytheists. Now it says this, but Abraham was very compassionate. So even Prophet Muhammad was not compassionate enough. But Abraham did break their idols and all this, but he did ask forgiveness for his father or uncle. If you're a Shia or if you're a Sunni, respectively. Azhar, father or uncle Azhar. It is not fit for the Prophet and those who believe that they should ask forgiveness for the polytheists. So now, you see what I want to show you now. Can you see these ayats? How can you reconcile these ayats with those ayats of peace and stop until there's fitna, so the polytheists or anyone who does fitna, persecution or oppression. But now look at this ayat. Does it reconcile? Will he have peace with the polytheists and let them live in Makkah and practice their religion? Ask yourself this question. And also my uh, Wi-Fi or something, internet breaks. I don't know why, and then my sound, some words are eaten up because my internet or Wi-Fi breaks, internet connection breaks. So I think it's better because when I repeat myself, and it's good to repeat myself, it is not fit for the Prophet and those who believe that they should ask forgiveness for the polytheists. Now, they're not fitnabas, they're not oppressors, maybe, but just polytheists, all of them, even though they should be near relatives. So, remember, I was talking about Muslim ibn Aqil calling out to Shias in my previous live stream? That he said, when Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad said, right, to Muslim ibn Aqil, no, Muslim ibn Aqil told Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad that he wants to send a message to Hussein to Medina, and Ubaidullah said, okay, who will uh, choose who you want to ask here to send the message, and he chose Saad. You know Saad, what he did to Imam Hussein in Karbala. And then why he chose Saad is that it is he says that, oh, okay, I'll choose Saad because he's been my relative. We're relatives. I mean, he's not been my relative, but we're relatives, right? To send a message to Hussein in Medina, even though they should be near relatives, after it has become clear to them that they are inmates of the flaming fire. So, how do you reconcile this verse with those verses which say the disbelievers? Because they were those who were polytheists, who were fitna bars, and who were oppressors. Now, can you see your shortcoming? Okay, now I don't have to read all this commentary. And Ibrahim asking forgiveness for his sire was only owing the promise which he had made to him. But when it became clear to him that he was an enemy of Allah, he declared himself to be clear of him. Most surely, Ibrahim was very tender hearted, forbearing, unlike Prophet Muhammad, because we are told in this ayat, it's a Quran ayat, not a commentary. It is fit for the Prophet and those who believe that they should ask forgiveness for the polytheists. And he is the mercy sent down from Allah to us. Even though they should be near relatives, after it has been clear to them that they are inmates of the flaming fire. And then, yes, how do you reconcile those peaceful verses and against oppressors, against Zalimun? And how merciful are you? You're not even merciful as Abraham was, right? Hazrat Ibrahim was. It is not attributable to Allah that he should lead a prophet, people astray after he has guided them. Okay? Huh? And to the three who were left behind until the earth became straight to them. So I was thinking of Abu Bakr, Umar, and Osman, but it turned out here no. References to three Ansar named Ka'b ibn Malik. Okay, this is from the Shia side. You see, so I came to the Battle of Tabuk like this. And what I find to my great, again, I'm right, but I was, still shocked. In the Battle of Tabuk, he's gathered armies, giving prices and gifts to them, and gone there because rumor had it that the Roman soldiers were coming there to conquer Medina or Makkah or that part of Arabia. And so Prophet Muhammad has gone along, right? So I'll come to the Battle of Tabuk from the Wikipedia side. I'll read that. But for now, Surah 9, verse 118. And to the three who were left behind until the earth became straight to them, notwithstanding its spaciousness. And their souls were also straightened to them. And they knew it for certain that there was no refuge from Allah but in Him. And He turned to them mercifully, that they might turn to Him. Surely Allah is of forgiving, of returning to mercy, the merciful. So I need to know what had happened. So reference Puya Ali commentary under this ayat. The references to three Ansar named Ka'b ibn Malik, Hilal ibn Umayyah, and Mirara ibn Rabi, who did not accompany the Holy Prophet on the expedition of Tabuk. In view of the verses which condemned such type of persons, they went to the Holy Prophet on his return and asked for his forgiveness, but were excluded from the brotherhood of the true believers and the life of the Muslim community. They were asked to wait for Allah's revelation. They wept and prayed for pardon. After 50 days, this verse was revealed. So, against them, yes, they cried. So, we're being told that they were not hypocrites. They sincerely, you would say, you know, meant ask for forgiveness because our property, we are busy with our property and our family. Against the Baduans of Yathrib and Surah Fat ayat were told, right? And they changed the word of Allah. And also, yeah, because they said that, no, wait a minute. They changed the word of Allah by saying, oh, that will come, the spoils of war. So there are Muslims, even Imam Ali was left behind, in this. And what Rasulullah told Imam Ali, oh, Ali, where here is where the manzilat, hadith, the manzilat comes up. And even Martin Lings, in his Life of Prophet Muhammad, earlier sources, has mentioned this in his book. Oh, Ali, are you not like Moses was to Aaron? Are you not to me? Oh, you believe, be careful of your duty, going fast, huh? So so I had to reach Battle of Tabuk and see that, what if that was a false rumor, just that some of them were testing Prophet Muhammad, if he knows, he says that he knows, Allah tells him, the all knowing Allah tells him, it did not beseem the people of Medina and those around them, about them of the dwellers of the desert to remain behind the Messenger of Allah. Again, the desert, dwellers of the desert, Badouin Jews, Yathrib, Medina, it says here, nor should they desire anything for themselves in preference to him, meaning the Messenger of Allah. Not Allah now, Messenger of Allah, in preference to him. This is because there afflicts them not thirst or fatigue or hunger in Allah's way. Like He wants to exert people in Allah's way, so thirst, fatigue, hunger. This is why Yazid put his grandson under that thirst, fatigue, hunger. You see? And then his the Al Bayt, his women folk, Imam Sajjad. And you should prefer, but Imam Hussain said, leave. Nor should they desire anything for themselves in preference to him, Messenger of Allah. You see, ayat 120, if it's not focusing, number is 120 of the ayat, the ninth surah. How can I be so slow? Because I'm after the truth. Again, the reference is that of the book, but the lesson is general. The Muslims must not hold their own interests or lives dearer than the Holy Prophet, nor desert him in the hour of danger. So let's go to Battle of Tabuk, right? We are told that, um, this is an invalid question, as I say. I'm an ex Muslim. Are you a Muslim? Just don't try to divert me right now. I'm saving the truth for justice's sake, right? You see, ex-Shia, ex-Muslim. I could not put there in my. So here we have this that again the Bedouin Jews, they were not forgiven. They were told that they were changing the word of Allah because of the spoils of war. Now I go to my Shia the Battle of Tabuk, the Roman soldiers did not come. The Roman army was not there. I find this verse that a certain Muslim also is telling Prophet Muhammad, wait, or one of them. Some translations go one of them or some of them. We have lots of proof. Islam is true religion. SSA. You have lots of proof that Islam. And will you kill me? And will you pray for the polytheists? Or will you kill me if I say anything against Prophet Muhammad? Yes, Islam is a true deen which is totalitarian terrorist deen. Link me, please. What link you for? You have decided that, why are you here if you have decided that we have lots of proof? Proof from where do you have? Who has given you proof that Islam is the true, and which Islam is the true religion? Are you a Sunni? Sorry, I have to ask you this. Are you Shia or are you Sunni? Sorry, I have no StreamYard link. I don't use StreamYard link. So you'll have to do with this year. Anyway, so you see in the Battle of Tabuk, I feel sorry for you that you say you have lots of proof. But thank you for coming here, and I think I should thank you. You have lots of proof. What if I give you proof from Quran ayats? There are discrepancies, contradictions in the Quran ayats, which I have been showing you. Your first question was, are you a Muslim? SSA, I am an ex-Muslim. Do you think Shias are Muslims? SSA, please answer a very simple question of mine. Do you think Shias are Muslims? Link me. I want to join and talk with you. Like I said, I cannot send you my StreamYard link. Can you answer my one question? Are you Sunni or Shia? And do you think, okay, two questions. Just put yes or no. Or put Sunni or put Shia there, here. You see, you are following a tyrant. I'm Ahle Hadith. You are Ahle Sunnah. You are Acha. You are Sunni. Do you think Shias are Muslims? Because you asked me if I was a Muslim, as I've put there ex-Shia. So I'm sure you think that I was already not a Muslim. So you don't think Shias are Muslims, right? SSA, please answer my question. Very easy question. Do you think Shias are Muslims? Seems to me by your first question that Shias are not Muslims for you, because I've only put there ex-Shia. No, ma'am. You don't think Shias are Muslims, right? Yes. No. The SSA doesn't believe, he says he has ample proof that the true religion is Islam, but the believers, some of the true believers of this religion, Islam, he thinks they are not Muslims. What a tragedy. जो कलमा पढ़ते हैं, those who recite the Shahada, Shias, they have the same Shahada. They only add Aliun Waliullah Wasiu Rasulullah, meaning the inheritor of Rasulullah. Some of them ask you, make us exempt from taking part in the battle. Now, these are your Sahabas asking Prophet Muhammad. Surah Tawbah ayat 49. मुझसे बात करो फिर मैं आपको समझाऊंगा. नहीं नहीं, कुछ समझाने की मुझे आपसे समझना नहीं है. Already you have taken, I know that the Shias are in the right. Everything fell into perspective and they were the true Muslims. I've done all that, my research, Shia Sunni. Sorry, uh, are you going to kill a Shia? Do you believe in Sipahi Sahiba? What they said in Pakistan, that killing one Shia is receiving, going to paradise. No, you don't. Okay, good. Then what have you done about that in Pakistan? 532. Read. Acha, you're giving me Surah 5 here, but before I go there, आप पहले ये देखें, आप मेरे stream पे आए हैं, and you must stick to the topic I'm on right now. So don't divert my attention. I will go to 532 later, Surah 5, verse 32. But there are some of you Muslims who don't think Shias are Muslims. Some of them ask you, make us exempt from taking part in the battle, and do not try to tempt us by telling what we may gain from the battle. Even the Muslims are saying this to Prophet Muhammad at this time, right? Even the Muslims are, आप ये पढ़ें इधर, 68 पढ़ लो, Surah 68 पढ़ लो, ऐसे कह रहा है, is saying, read, okay, I will. Please, let me finish this. And then you can ask your questions and all this. Let me finish what I have come here for. First, some of them ask you, make us exempt from taking part in the battle, and do not try to tempt us by telling what we may gain from the battle. Many people have died in the battle. Wasn't Prophet Muhammad a warmonger? His own Momin Muslims are saying this, some of them. Ask him, some of them ask you, many people have died in the battle. Hell certainly encompasses the unbelievers. Now they are called these hypocrites. So the Shia say the hypocrites, those persons who had ostensibly embraced Islam, so-called Muslims, but had in fact no interest in it, were preventing the people on different pretexts from taking part in this jihad. At times they put forth the excuse that the weather was very hot. The divine revelation replied to their objection in these words: say the fire of hell is much severer in heat. If they but understood. Surah Al-Tawbah, verse 81. Do Surah Do aap pehle, please, before telling me to read, on what topic have you come? On Shia not being Muslims. And I have done my research. The Shias, who was Imam Hussein, the grandson, and who was Yazid? Who are the Shias following? Have you read Ibrahim was a Shia of Nuh? Have you read Surah Safayat? Look, you are maybe embarrassed. You don't want me to go on with this case that your prophet was a warmonger. And you've come to, at this time, this is not the question to ask me right now. आपका ईगो तो नहीं है? सॉरी टू आस्क यू दिस, आपका ईगो तो नहीं है? आपने पढ़ा है रसूलुल्लाह की हदीस कि जब हुसैन पैदा हुआ था, उनके हाथ में दिया, गोद में लिया हुसैन को, जिब्राइल आया, वो रोने लगे। अब I will, if you want this, you can tell me the time you will come. I will come for you on that time on a different stream. We'll have this discussion, right? For now, please, brother, I'm much ahead of you right now. Proving, I have proof that Prophet Muhammad was a warmonger. So do you see this? Surah Tawbah at 49. Some of them ask you, make us exempt. To some Muslims also, they're being called hypocrites according to, this ayat. तो सिर्फ बदुअन नहीं, जो सूरह फत में mention है कि they changed the word of Allah. Now look what happens to all-knowing God who tells him everything he says in Surah Tahrim, when he told his wife who divulged the secret, Hafsa, in context, reading the verse in context, that, the all-knowing God told me. Now he's even in Surah Ahzab, we see, against the hypocrites of Medina, in whose hearts is a disease. What else is there? And rumor mongers, false, fitna baz, rumor mongers, fasad, wale. What happens? You catch hold of them and you massacre them, kill them with a massive massacre. Find them, accursed wherever they are, seize them. Now let's find out. This is my style, SSA. Now let's find out. Expedition of Tabuk. I mean, the Muslims, 3 men cried 50 days. After 50 days, or on the 50th day, the ayat came that it's okay for, or what? They're forgiven. But they lagged behind. Surah Tawbah ayat. Following rumors of a Byzantine invasion, the Muslims and allies of Muhammad received an urgent call to join the campaign, but the Arabs of the desert showed little interest. But the Arabs of the desert, Bedouins, showed little interest because, you know, Muhammad provided there wasn't going to be a war. Even in Ali Imran, the Muslims with him said, if we knew there was a war, we would go. But there's no war. How do you reconcile with those verses? And why has this escaped you? Muhammad provided incentives to persuade the Arabs to join and provided many with gifts. Moore William, Life of Muhammad, Kissinger Publishing Company. This is the citation. And you're telling the Bedouins that they changed the word of Allah. Just because they say, oh, you're going for the spoils of war, take us also when you go for the spoils of war. In Surah Fat, now what happened? The exposition, Muhammad and his forces marched northwards to Tabuk, near the Gulf of Aqaba in October 630. Here it says Rajab AH 9. In the Shia, it says Shaban, I think. It was his largest and last military expedition. Ali Ali ibn Abi Talib, who participated in several other expeditions of Muhammad, did not participate in Muhammad's Tabuk, expedition upon Muhammad's instructions. So here, Muhammad gave instructions to Ali, you know, hold command at Medina. After arriving at Tabuk, camping there, Muhammad's army prepared to face the Byzantine invasion. Muhammad spent 20 days at Tabuk, scouting the area, making alliances with local chiefs, with no sign of the Byzantine army. No sign of the Byzantine army. He decided to return to Medina. Though Muhammad did not encounter a Byzantine army at Tabuk, according to the Oxford Encyclopedia of the Islamic World, this show of force demonstrated his intention to challenge the Byzantines for control of the northern part of the caravan route from Makkah to Syria. What if the Muslims who he has been blaming in his Quran ayats also as Allah, that they were hypocrites, they were telling him that you have, don't tempt us to go to war. And this ayat in Surah Tawbah, the number I keep forgetting, is for expedition of Tabuk. Look, the Byzantine army did not appear on false rumors. His all-knowing Allah, where was he? Muhammad's all-knowing Allah, right? So you want to check Surah Tawbah if you think, Shias have a different Quran. Here Quran.com from the Sunni site. We go there. Surah Tawbah 49 verse. We look at different translations of this. Even the Muslims of that time, some of them were telling Muhammad, the messenger of Allah, and among them is he. And among them who is he says, grant me leave. I'm reading the Arabic here down here in English, Arabic ayat in English translation word by word. Among them who is he says, grant me leave, and do not put me to trial. Surely in the trial they have fallen, and indeed hell surely will surround the disbelievers. And among them is he who says, permit me to remain at home and do not put me to trial. So here it's put to trial. But Dr. Khalil's translation is temptation. Tehfimul Quran, Abul Ala Maududi, the one of the highest translators of the Quran ayats, very highly taken by the Sunnis, I think, eminent. His translation is also temptation. Do not expose me to temptation on this ayat, 49 of Surah Tawbah. Lo, they have already fallen into temptation. Surely hell encompasses the unbelievers. So now they have become unbelievers. You see this? SSA, you see it. So where's the all-knowing Allah? Rumor had it, maybe the Medinan Jews, Yathrib, and they were testing him. And so we are told that, Muhammad took 30,000 men with him. . And the Byzantine army did not show up there. अभी आपको कैसे मैं समझाऊं? Had they gone forth with you, they would not have increased you except in confusion, and they would have been active among you, seeking to cause you fitna, and among you are avid listeners to them. Ah, Allah, blame किसको कर रहा है? And Allah is knowing of the wrongdoers. अल्लाह को ये नहीं पता है, मोहम्मद को ये नहीं पता है कि वो आर्मी तो आएगी नहीं। ये फॉल्स रूमर्स थे, ये नहीं बोल रहे फॉल्स रूमर थे, बोला हमने जो है अपना आर्मी का ताकत दिखाई, 10,000 लेके गए थे हम अगेंस्ट द बाइजेंटाइन। वो आ रहे थे उधर तबुक। दे हैड ऑलरेडी और वो आए नहीं, वो आए ही नहीं। एसएसए वो तो आए ही नहीं, बाइजेंटाइन वाले आए ही नहीं। फॉल्स रूमर्स, राइट? दे हैड ऑलरेडी तो इधर हम जाते कहाँ, आए नहीं, आए नहीं, तो अब हम कहाँ जाएंगे? आए नहीं। My goodness. When you press forth for the spoils, those who were left behind will say, let us accompany you. अब हम गए सूरह फत की आयत में देखा 15, देख रहे हैं, पढ़ रहे हैं। They want to change the command of Allah. Let us accompany you. और तो और कहाँ जाएंगे? ये आपको फितना जो ये झूठ लिखा है इनके बारे में, जूस के बारे में, इधर पीपल ऑफ जूस ऑफ यथरेब, सूरह अहज़ाब में, ये भी तो देखें, ये आप कैसे रिकंसाइल करते हैं? आप ये नहीं देख रहे हैं कि शायद इनका भी टेस्ट था एक, उन्होंने टेस्ट किया, ही फेल्ड। सूरह तहरीम में ही फेल्स, ओथ ले रहा है और फिर तोड़ रहा है उसको। अल्लाह ने कहा तोड़ दो। अगेंस्ट अनोइंग वाइफ, सूरह तहरीम आयत 1 and 2 से पता चलता है। और अल्लाह उनको पूछ रहा है, व्हाई ओ प्रॉफिट, why are you forbidding yourself what Allah has made lawful for you, seeking to please your wives? If the hypocrites, the sick at heart, if the hypocrites and those with sickness in their hearts, आपको ऐसा लगता है कि ये सिकनेस और रूमर मॉन्गर्स और फितनाबाज हैं और फसादी हैं? है नहीं, मैंने आपको दिखा लिया है। बैटल ऑफ तबुक में वो नहीं आए, रोमन आर्मी, रोमन एम्पायर की आर्मी नहीं आई। Indeed, in case the hypocrites do not refrain, and the ones in whose hearts is sickness, and they that make commotion in the city, indeed we will definitely induce you against them. Thereafter they will not be your neighbors there, except for a little. कौन है? Hypocrites हैं, अटैक कर रहे हैं क्या? How do you reconcile with him breaking houses? तो हमें देखना था, हमें पूरा तहकीकात करके रिसर्च करना है, जो आप लोगों ने नहीं किया है। अहले हदीत हो या अहले सुन्ना हो या शिया हो, और फिर क्या करो इनको? ये ऑल नोइंग अल्लाह पे झूठ बोल रहे हैं। अच्छा, ऐसे मैं पढ़ूंगी, खाली मैं ये कर लूं, मेरी अगर मेरे में ताकत रही मैं आपका ज़रूर पढ़ूँगी। आपने प्लीज़ बोला है, If the hypocrites in whose hearts is a disease do not deserve, accursed wherever they are found, being seized and massacred completely. Huh? 61 verse of Surah Azab. Accursed wherever they are found, being seized and massacred completely. अब आप देखें कि रूमर मॉन्गर, अच्छा ऑल नोइंग गॉड ने उनको कह दिया, रूमर था, उस रूमर पे रसूलुल्लाह गए हैं। सुन्नी हदीसों में है ना कि बाइजेंटाइन रोमन आर्मी आ रही है आपके अगेंस्ट उधर कॉन्कर करने के लिए, मे बी नॉट इवन अगेंस्ट हिम। तो बड़ा वो साहब लेके गए हैं आर्मी को अपने 30,000 गिफ्ट्स दिए हैं कि चलो मेरे साथ, 10,000 पता नहीं कितने कलेक्ट किए हैं लोगों को, आर्मी मैन। इधर आप देखें, ये ऑल नोइंग शिया में भी यही लिखा है कि इनके वो नहीं आए थे, बैटल ऑफ तबुक है ना, जाफर सुबानी। देखें ये आयत तो मैंने पढ़ ली, सूरह तौबा 949, राइट, कि डू नॉट टेम्प्ट अस, we may gain the battle. Many people have died in the battle. Hell certainly encompasses the unbelievers. ये क्या शोना शर है? अभी देखें, group of persons who shed tears, some of the companions of the Prophet who were very keen to take part in the sacred came and requested him to provide them facilities. अच्छा, ये क्या कह रहे हैं? For the journey so they could discharge the sacred when the Prophet told them that he did not possess any animal for riding. अच्छा, अभी इधर बेचारों इनको नहीं जाने दे रहा है। Those who come to you, Muhammad, asking to be taken to the battle, but you cannot find here. और अच्छा, मैंने ये वर्ड्स रीड कर लिए और मैं कोई स्किपिंग विपिंग नहीं कर रही हूँ, लेकिन अभी के लिए मैं स्किपिंग कर रही हूँ। Ali did not participate in this battle. Why? Because he had to take command in Medina. The army of Islam proceeds towards Tabuk. शिया में भी लिखा है कि बाइजेंटाइन वाले नहीं आए, मार्च पास्ट ऑफ द आर्मी बिफोर द प्रॉफिट। अब अपना स्ट्रेंथ दिखा रहा है, टुन, 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 ऐसे ना कुछ पता नहीं, अल्लाह अकबर, अल्लाह अकबर, ऐसे ना आर्मी वॉक मार्च होती है, और स्ट्रेंथ द मोरल एंड एक्सप्लेन टू देम इट्स एम इन ऑर्डरिंग जनरल, बड़ा दिखाया ये वो। इनको पैसे भी देने पड़े, कितने पैसे ज़ाया हुए। द स्टोरी ऑफ मलिक बिन कैस found the loneliness prevailed over Madinah. Thereafter he thought of the painful difficulties of the Prophet and his companions who were proceeding to before jihad in the path of Allah, to perform jihad, sorry, the path of Allah, and to face death in such a hot weather. Then he decided not to avail of the water and food prepared for his wife. ये पता नहीं ये क्या क्या, अच्छा बहुत अच्छा बहुत अच्छा, ओके। डिफिकल्टीज ऑन द वे, और फिर क्या हुआ? प्रिकॉशनरी ऑर्डर्स, वायलेंट स्टॉर्म्स ऑफ दैट एरिया, कुछ तो पीछे रह गए, some problems, occult information of the prophet. There is no gain saying that the fact that, as clearly mentioned in the Holy Quran, the prophet could give information about occult matters of which other people knew nothing. Another occult information, the camel of Abu Dhar became incapable of walking, and Abu Dhar was left behind the army of Islam. But the army of Islam arrives in the area of Tabuk, and the army of Islam arrived in the area of Tabuk in the beginning of the month of Shaban 9 AH. यहाँ शाबान है, वहाँ रजब है। सुन्नी का सोर्स रजब है, यहाँ शाबान शिया का सोर्स। However, no trace of the Roman army could be seen there. Do you see this? Let me highlight it like this. इधर इधर देखें। However, sorry, you can't see the last word here. In the sentence. However, no trace of the Roman army could be seen there. आपके ऑल नोइंग अल्लाह और उस पे आपने पता है क्या रीज़न दिया दोनों सुन्नी शियास ने? क्या रीज़न दिया? देखिए शिया ने क्या It appears that the commanders of the Roman army became aware of the numerical strength. सेम सेम रीज़न दिया है, सेम रीज़न दिया है, सुन्नी शियास ने। It appears that the commanders of the Roman army became aware of the numerical strength of the Muslims' soldiery and their bravery and unparalleled self sacrifices, a small specimen of which had already been seen by them from very close quarters in the Battle of Muta. Finally, furthermore, by performing this journey, the Muslims had already achieved their major aim, which was to scatter the Roman army. Shias. The Romans were so much frightened and intimidated. वो पता है वो बदुअन और वो मक्खन मिलके इसको बेवकूफ बनाया इनको प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद को कि वो रोमन आर्मी आ रही है अरे इन्होंने जमा किया ये वो ना आर्मी जमा की लेके गए अब पता चल गया कि ऑल नोइंग गॉड इनको नहीं बता रहा है oh my god huh? I have to laugh I've cried enough ईमानदारी से बचाओ ओ जय जय जीवे शंकर Allah oh my god might and might localize these powers or ये पता नहीं क्या क्या खाली this dispatch to down metal jandal down metal jandal ये क्या हो रहा है evaluation of the journey to Tabuk. Thirdly, by performing this painful journey, the Prophet made conquest of Syria easier. He made the commanders of the army acquainted with the difficulties of this region and taught them the method of warfare against the big powers of that time. Hence, the first region which the Muslims conquered after the demise, the Prophet ne inko prepared. You are laughing on our Prophet and cry on killing of his grandson. I'm no more laughing. I'm laughing at because grandson pe. I'm not a Shia anymore. Akbar Ali Lahot. You have the audacity, you have the gall to say this to me. This is your prophet. He's a murderer, mass murderer, and you are a terrorist. You follow a mass murderer. You Muslims, SSA and Akbar Ali Rahot. Then why cry for his family? When did I cry for his family? Do you not see I'm an ex-Muslim? I cried when I was a Shia. I'm no more a Shia. How can you say this? Jasin Hussain? What's Jasin Hussain? I'm an ex-Shia. Don't you see it? Akbar Ali Rahot, you have been here before. Of course, I'm going to laugh at this now. घर तोड़े हैं. He's broken homes. You follow a terrorist, false prophet. I was a Shia. When I was a Shia, I cried it. You think I laughed? You people make a birthday first, celebrate his birth anniversary. The same day you cry on him and you laugh on him. You celebrate on the same day, don't you? पहले सुना. We cry for Prophet Muhammad on when Imam Hassan, his grandson, and him same day, not same year. But when I was a Shia, do you think I was laughing at Prophet Muhammad? Okay, now I'm going to go to the request that I was given by SSA. Yes, broken homes in the Surah Hashar, we are told. And you people are telling me to read the ayat in context. Terrorist के followers, terrorist हो तुम लोग. What good reason to break homes of the people of Yathrib? And I'm showing you the discrepancies here. Surah 2, verse 190. And Ahle Hadith has requested me, fight in the way of Allah against those who fight against you, but do not transgress. For Allah does not, I showed this in the beginning of my live stream. Kill them wherever you confront them and drive them out from where they drove you out. Yes, from where they drove you out. Did the Madinans drive Prophet Muhammad out of their city, Yathrib? I have seen these ayats, but what does it have to do with Shias not being Muslims? Please, आप लोग उस पे तो अभी in the beginning weren't you here? I showed these ayats, going roughly through them. तो आप देखें जो मैं आपको दिखा रही हूँ वो नहीं देख रहे हैं. ये सब नाम के लिखे हुए हैं जब इन्होंने घर तोड़े हैं यथरिब के. सूरह फिर पढ़े. आपके अल्लाह ने उनसे उनके रिमेन्स, उनके क्रम्स ले लिए हैं और कह रहे हैं कि इसको दे रहे हैं, उसको दे रहे हैं. अब पहले तो अल्लाह को है, अल्लाह के लिए है. यथरिब के क्रम्स, after breaking their houses, expelling them from their homeland. Allah does not forbid that you be kind and just to those who did not fight against you on account of religion, nor drove you out of your homes. मुझे ये बताएं यथरिब वालों ने कब इनको ड्राइव आउट किया इनके घरों से, मक्का से, प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद को और मुस्लिम्स को? और क्या प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद मदीना में बोर्न था या मक्का में? ये ऐसे ही आयतें हैं, ये मैंने देखी हैं. मैं शिया थी, मैं कभी शिया. आप लोग एक दिन पूरा नहीं रो सकते हैं प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद के लिए. एक दिन आप मॉर्निंग नहीं करेंगे प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद के लिए. आधा दिन करते हैं, आधा. हम लोग 2 महीने 9 दिन मॉर्निंग करते थे इमाम हुसैन के लिए और इमाम सज्जाद के लिए और बीबी ज़ैनब के लिए. ये सब कौन थे? ये ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन, ग्रेट ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन ऑफ इमाम सॉरी प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद थे. और ये अकबर अली राउत कह रहा है मुझे अभी You are laughing on a prophet. तो खाली तुम लोगों का प्रॉफिट था क्या? शियाओं का प्रॉफिट नहीं है? और शियाओं का प्रॉफिट तो फ्रॉन भी नहीं करता है सूरह अबासा में, जो आपने लिखा है उधर कि प्रॉफिट फाउंड। शिया तो कहते हैं कि सहाबा, सॉरी सॉरी, yeah, maybe a Sahaba frowned at the blind man. Prophet Muhammad Sahaba, not Prophet Muhammad. आप लोग तो आधा दिन रोएंगे प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद की मॉर्निंग करते हैं डेथ की, आधा दिन तो वो ईद उन मिलादुन नबी हो जाता है। Don't you celebrate the death and the birth in one day? The same day he was born, and in some other year, the same day which he was born, he died. ये सब मैंने ऐसे से देख लिया है। हाँ, मुमतहाना है ना ये वर्स, ये मैंने दिया था इधर बहुत पहले, जब किसी ने शायद दिया भी नहीं ऐसे वर्सेस। लेकिन अब पता है क्या है ऐसे से? The reason I'm showing you is, if I could say this properly, there's no inclination of leaving this religion. When I've seen in my dream Imam Hassan telling me that you will be in the hands of the Messenger of Allah, Messenger of God, sorry, Messenger of God, in the hereafter. Yani, I kissed the hand of Imam Hassan, the grandson, to they're called youths of paradise. Ya kya? In Sunni hadith given. तो इमाम हसन मेरे ख्वाब में आता है. Why would I do all this? I saw this dream when I was in Karachi. Kissing Imam Hassan's hand in my dream, he tells me, you will be in the messenger of Allah, God's hands, in the hereafter. You see, I didn't have to do all this. Prophet Muhammad came on the foot of my bed as I was sleeping in the position I was, with his daughter Fatima. Why would I want to leave this religion? He stood at the foot of my bed while I'm lying there, and my feet are there. So, you see, and his daughter said, we cannot make you believe. He brought his daughter. So when the horses, from the horse's mouth, and the daughter says, we cannot make you believe, in us silently, at the foot of my bed. Allah does not forbid that you be kind and just. ये मैंने बहुत पहले पढ़ लिया, आप मेरे वीडियोस देखें या लाइव स्ट्रीम में मैंने अपलोड किया है, राइट, इसी चैनल पे। अच्छा, अब दूसरा क्या है? दूसरा तो ये सब देख के ना मैंने आपको दिखाया ना, ये भी लें आप। टेक दिस वन, ओके, टेक योर 5 सूरह मैदा वर्स 32 भी लें आप, ठीक है? हम ले रहे हैं। देखें फर्स्ट मेरा क्या था इधर, व्हेन आई केम हियर, these peaceful ayats, how do you reconcile with the discrepancies in the Quran against these peaceful ayats? If they don't fight against you and your religion, don't fight them. तो यही तो मैं दिखाना चाहती हूँ कि सूरह तौबा की आयतें लेके, सूरह फत की आयतें लेके, सूरह हशर की आयतें लेके मैं ये कब से बोल रही हूँ कि रसूलुल्लाह को हिजरत करना चाहिए, माइग्रेट करे। हिजरत अगर एमिग्रेट है मीन्स तो मक्का उनकी सिटी थी, मदीना तो नहीं थी। तो अगर मदीने वाले उनको तंग कर रहे हैं तो नहीं एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हैं, लेकिन ये किसी के साथ रह नहीं सकता। इसको सबको खत्म करना था। अभी आप देखें सूरह तहरीम क्या है, कैसे आप रिकंसाइल करेंगे? क्या बोलेंगे ये इधर? और सूरह मैदा आयत 87 कैसे रिकंसाइल करेंगे? अल्लाह पूछ रहे व्हाई ओ प्रॉफिट, ये कैसे आप रिकंसाइल करेंगे? आपने कैसे इसको रिकंसाइल किया है? ओह, सूरह तहरीम, आपने कैसे घर तोड़ने वाले को मदीना में, मक्कन ने अगर कहते हैं तो हिस्ट्री में है, हदीसों में है कि मक्का ने इनको निकाल दिया, इनके लाइफ के पीछे थे चले। ये मदीना ये यथरिब बाग के, यथरिब तो इनका, यथरिब मीन्स मदीना। बट जैसे ही उन्होंने फुट स्टेप, मेरा मदीना हो गया, मेरी सिटी हो गई, इस्लामिक सिटी हो गई। बॉर्न तो मक्का में था। और फिर वो मक्कन को कह रहा है कि ये जो जूस ने आपकी सिटी ली है, आले इमरान की आयत है, ये कैसे रिकंसाइल करेंगे कि इनके साथ फाइट करें? डिफेंड योर, एटलीस्ट डिफेंड योरसेल्व्स इफ नॉट फॉर द कॉज ऑफ अल्लाह, यानी वो आयत है ना आले इमरान में, कि ये कि इन्होंने कैसे आपकी सिटी ले ली है, उधर रहने लगे हैं मदीना में, जूस कैसे रहने लगे हैं। तो आप जब जाते हैं किसी की सिटी में, जूस की सिटी में, तो आप कैसे रहने लगे उधर और उनको निकाल दिया? अगर दे डिसएग्री विथ यू, व्हाई डोंट यू माइग्रेट अवे, एंड व्हाई शुड दे नॉट फाइट यू? देखिए, मैं दिखाना चाह रही हूँ कि ये ऐसी-ऐसी आयतें हैं, पीसफुल हैं। ऑफ कोर्स 532 भी ऐसी होगी जो आप मुझे दे रहे हैं इधर, और मैं अभी तक मैंने चेक नहीं किया है। डिस्क्रेपेंसीज देखें कुरान आयत में। सूरह मैदा में बिलीवर्स को कह रहा है आयत 87 में कि ऑर्डर है, ऑर्डर, कमांड है, ओ believers, do not forbid yourselves what Allah has made lawful, the good things for you transgressors. हाँ, जब मक्कन पॉलिथीज, ये तो आप देखें ना, ये ओ प्रॉफिट व्हाई डू यू, अल्लाह पूछ रहा है लाइक व्हाई। और मैंने ये भी दिखाया कि जहां जहां उस लाइट में भी दिखाया कि जहां जहां अल्लाह पूछ रहा है व्हाई व्हाई, तो क्या होता है, क्या है कि उनको सबको उन्होंने गलत किया है, गलत किया है, wrong, have they've done a wrong, and even shaitan he asks why, right? Shaitan gives a reason, he does not मैं reason पे भी आई, सूरह यूनुस की आयत 100, if you do not use your reason regarding the Quran ayats, wisdom, hikmat, और इधर उधर आगे नहीं जाओ, पहले रीजन को देखो। जितनी आपकी रीजन है उस पे आपका कुरान आयत आपका सेंस मेक करता है या नहीं करता है? सूरह यूनुस आयत 100, अल्लाह आप पे अबॉमिनेशन, निजासत फेंकेगा, डालेगा, अगर आप अपनी अक्ल यूज नहीं करें कुरान आयत पे, अक्ल यूज करें पहले तो ना। हिकमत को छोड़ें अभी, क्या अल्लाह का और क्या हिकमत था, पहले तो अक्ल यूज करें, हिकमत का बाद में देखेंगे। आप देखें इधर डिस्क्रेपेंसी क्या है ऐसे से। ओ प्रॉफिट, अल्लाह पूछ रहा है व्हाई डू यू, तो मैं हर लाइट में इस आयत को देखा, मैंने शिया के भी उसमें लाइट में देखा है ना। और ये सोए थे मरिया कॉप्टिक के साथ, हफ्सा के घर में, और इजिप्शियन ने इनको किंग ने इनको वो गिफ्ट दिया था, आई थिंक इजिप्शियन किंग था ना। बाबा बोला मैं हमारी जान छोड़ो, मैं 2 ब्यूटीफुल लड़कियाँ भेज रहा हूँ। एक सीरीन थी, एक मरिया थी। सीरीन को किसी और को दिया अपने सहाबा को, मरिया अपने पास रखा और उसके साथ सोया हफ्सा के घर में। हफ्सा जब आई पता चला कि रसूलुल्लाह सोए मेरे ही घर में, तो वो हो गई। एक स्लेव गर्ल के साथ एक गिफ्टेड, और सूरह अहज़ाब आयत 52 देखें, ये क्यों ब्यूटीफुल लड़कियों का मेंशन है। अल्लाह ने किया है कि इफ यू फाइंड देम ब्यूटीफुल इवन यू कैन नॉट मैरी देम। क्यों पुट अ स्टॉप किया अभी रसूलुल्लाह पे? सूरह अहज़ाब की आयत 52 है आई थिंक, या कौन 52 है? अभी अभी स्टॉप इट। तो आप डिस्क्रेपेंसीज पहले देखें ना, मैं जो दे रही हूँ वो देखें। मैंने तो ये सब देख लिया है, और मैं वो उस नॉन मुस्लिम, वो जो ऐसी-ऐसी आयतें देते हैं और ये रद्द कर देते हैं, ओवरलुक कर देते हैं। नो, आई हैवंट ओवरलुक्ड दिस। I've read the Quran. I know there are peaceful verses. I've read Surah Mumtahana recently, a year ago or something. I gave a video on that. Hatred पहले किसने, आपने वो सूर्य मुमतहाना में वो आयत पढ़ी है? Hatred against polytheists किसने स्प्रेड किया, किसने शुरू किया? Who started hatred? Abraham and his people. अल्लाह पूछ रहा है, why do you prohibit yourself from what Allah has made lawful for you? प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद यानी अल्लाह से बेहतर है, और ये पूरा मैंने इस पे किया है। There's no reconciliation. Allah has already ordained for you the dissolution of your oaths, and Allah is your protector. दूसरों को बोल रहा है keep your promises, खुद अपने उनको अरे ये ऐसा हुआ, maybe you forgot. अब इधर बताएं, इधर प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद नेवर फॉरगॉट। ना हजरत आदम है ना शैतान है ना, लेकिन लगता तो शैतान है मुझे। शैतान said अल्लाह ने पूछा ना शैतान को, इब्लीस को पूछा why did you not you know submit to my order? तो ऐसे ही अब शैतान ने रॉन्ग किया ना, वेंट अगेंस्ट अल्लाह's लॉ, तो ये भी अल्लाह का लॉ था टू द बिलीवर्स। सूरह मैदा आयत 87 86 है। ओ बिलीवर्स, वो चेक करो, वो चेक करो, और फिर इधर आओ सूरह तहरीम आयत 1 में चेक करो। And the wife divulged a secret, and when he informed her about it she said, who told you this? शायद ये वाइफ्स भी टेस्ट कर रहे थे, इनको तो जहन्नम में लाइक कहा जाएंगे। So I'm not going for the Sunni hadiths and all this. I'm going for the ayats first. When I have the answer in the ayats, I don't have to go to Sunni hadiths. Full answer. He made known part of it and ignored a part. And when he informed her about it, she said, who told you this? He said, I was informed by the knowing, the aware, well acquainted with all things. Battle of Tabuk में जाएं देखें क्या हुआ है। So I had to find out, sorry. Look, brothers, I am not trying to do this for anything but the truth and justice. So when I find things out against my own religion, Quran की आयत है, Stand up for justice, even if it be against yourselves, your parents, rich, poor. So as it and कुरान की आयत है सूरह यूनुस, अकल इस्तेमाल करें to find out, right? तो जब मैंने अकल इस्तेमाल की, जब मैंने गौर किया, when I saw this, paid attention, these ayats could not logically fit into place, could not reconcile with the peaceful ayats. Because I found a most higher hypocrite than what he was calling others. He himself is a fitnabaz. Calling polytheists wrong. एक तरफ से कह रहा है कि no religion. If they don't fight against your religion, don't fight them. दूसरी तरफ से आप देखें क्या कर रहा है. इनको हेल्प नहीं किया तो उनको वो सूर्य हाशा ट्रीटी ट्रीटी नहीं किनशिप किन का कोई रिस्पेक्ट नहीं है रिलेटिव्स नो रिस्पेक्ट so I made it easy and showed you that what I saw was the highest hypocrite ये फितनाबाज थे he was a fitnabaz he was a terrorist he was a tyrant और अल्लाह के नाम पे इसने झूठ बोला है उन्होंने नहीं he can't have people together with what ways brainwashing. It's a cult. सब साफ कर दिया पॉलिटिक्स को मक्का से निकाल दिया मार कुछ को मार डाला उधर मदीना में यथरिब वालों को यथरिब था मदीना एक्सपेल कर दिया हाउसेस ब्रेक किए so let me say this properly oh lord देखिए मैं आपकी कोई दुश्मन नहीं हूँ। मैं तो चाहती थी कि सुन्नी शिया साथ-साथ हाथ मिला के चलें। डिफरेंसेस हैं, एम्ब्रेस योर डिफरेंसेस। अल्लाह ने कहा है इन द कुरान राइट? इफ आई वांटेड डोंट कंपेल पीपल, एम्ब्रेस योर डिफरेंसेस। रसूलुल्लाह को कह रहा है, इफ आई वांटेड ऑल ऑफ देम वुड बी यूनाइटेड इन वन रिलिजन इफ आई विल्ड। So don't who are you to compel them? Don't compel them. Don't force them. अब आप एक कुरान को मानते हैं, एक अल्लाह को मानते हैं, एक रसूलुल्लाह को है, फिर भी शियाओं को नहीं लेते हैं एज़ मुस्लिम्स। फिर पता है ऐसे एक्सट्रीमिस्ट भी निकलते हैं, फिर आप में हेट्रेड्स भी हैं। आप हेट एक-दूसरे से नफ़रत करते हैं, शादी भी नहीं कर सकते। कभी कभी हो जाती है, कभी ऐसे हैं कट्टर सुन्नी शादी नहीं करते, कोई कट्टर शिया हैं कहते हैं सुन्नी से हम शादी नहीं करेंगे। ठीक है, एक पागल भी निकला था ईरानी जो सुन्नियों को पता है ईरान में बहुत पहले बस्तकी उनको कहते हैं अभी बस्तकी सुन्नीस पागल था टायरेंट अपने आप को इमाम मेहदी समझता था क्या मैंने उनका विकिपीडिया पे पढ़ा था और हम लोग शिया ये समय हम लोग कभी टेररिस्ट नहीं है ये तो उमैयद साइड के थे ये तो यजीद था ये तो जो सुन्नी के खलीफ्स हैं वो थे माविया था अबू सुफियान था बहुत कनिंग बहुत वो हम कभी टेररिस्ट को फॉलो नहीं करते हैं हमने कभी किसी को मारा नहीं है दुख नहीं दिया है फीलिंग्स हर्ट नहीं की हैं हम अपने दुश्मनों को भी हमारे में इतना अच्छा है कि सूरह फुसिलत की आयत देखें भले आप कहें क्या फाइंड दिस शियाज वी विल ट्रैम्पल देम अंडर आवर फीट सुन्नीज होगी आपके एक्सट्रीमिस्ट लेकिन हमने तो हमेशा कहा है कि हम सूरह फुसिलत की वो आयत लेंगे कि those who say Allah my Lord is Allah and remain steadfast angels descend on them और फिर नो वो क्या करते हैं जिनके पास immense good है they have immense good that ayat after this ayat कि वो ना मुझे सही तरह बोलना नहीं आता है माफ करना कि those your enemy will become your bosom friend तो उमर बिन खत्ताब ने जो बीवी फातिमा ज़हरा का दरवाज़ा गिराया और चाह रहे थे लाइट फायर करें उनके घर को, तो हम लोग आपके पीछे तो नहीं आते हैं ना। तो हम तो ये समझते थे, लेकिन ये बस्तकी ना, ये देखें, ये आपकी सुन्नी बस्तकी, एंड आई कंडेम दिस। ये देखें, ये बड़ा खतरनाक रिलीजन है। जब आप बस्तकी गूगल से, तो मुझे पता चला था बहुत पहले, व्हेन आई वाज अ चाइल्ड, that some Shia in Iran, now it's not giving me this, all UAE, बस्तकी UAE में बहुत है ना, तो एक ईरानी लीडर था, रूलर था ईरान में, उन्होंने माइनॉरिटी सुन्नीस को मारा था। ओके, द हिस्ट्री। ओहो! तो अब देखें, कोई पागल अपने आप को इमाम समझे, और फिर ईरान में वो अभी मुझे एक आदमी दे रहे हैं, बस्तक की फैमिली दे रहे हैं, हिस्ट्री नहीं मिल रही है मुझे। जब इसको कहा था कन्वर्ट हो जाओ या लीव, आई वाज़ टोल्ड दिस, आई डिडन्ट नो that they were, here we have Bastak. Let's see if I can find the history of तो उनको, I was told that in minority Sunnis in Iran long time ago, long time ago, they were asked to leave Iran. They were expelled from Iran. I didn't know that they were massacred. They were told to become Shias, convert. I didn't know this until Wikipedia recently gave it to me. तो ये पागल लोग हैं। इनमें से ये बहुत डेंजरस रिलीजन है। हम लोग अपने आप को शियास कितने भी पीसफुल समझे, कहीं न कहीं हमारी भी हिस्ट्री में सुन्नी के अगेंस्ट हुआ है ज़ुल्म। ये हम डिनाई नहीं करेंगे, एंड आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू हाइड इट। Even though I know in Pakistan, in elsewhere Sunni majority countries, leaders where there are rulers, Shias are, you know, not safe, and discrimination bhi hoti hai against them, and all this. A lot of like that. Their rights are curbed, right? They're persecuted. पाकिस्तान में तो बहुत हुआ, बहुत हुआ, बहुत। So please, brothers, I'm not here just to, play around with the religion, with people's lives. आपको मिसगाइड करना, मेरा तो दिल, I couldn't even think, dream about such a thing in my life. आपको मिसगाइड करूँ? मैं अपने आप को, मैं मर जाऊँ लेकिन आपको मिसगाइड नहीं करना चाह रही हूँ। I pray to God, may I die but I not misguide people, like, and I see how Prophet Muhammad has done it, and now it's turned, but the tables have turned on me. तो वो जो मेरे खोजा शियास थे, इश्ना अशारी और उनके जैसे जो हैं, मुसलमानों में भी शायद आ जाएँ इधर, अच्छे सुनने वाले, कोऑपरेट करने वाले, फॉर द सेक ऑफ द ट्रूथ के लिए। आप लोग क्यों नहीं समझते हैं? मुझे आज आप उदास करके जाएँगे, फिर से। प्लीज़, आई अपील टू योर हार्ट्स। तो जहाँ where right is हक, अगर आज सुन्नी, I would defend this Sunni this Sunni family. I knew a Bastaki family, very nice people. So my principal was Bastaki. I loved her. I wanted to help her in any way possible, be of service to her in college. in Karachi, right? तो खुदा ने शुक्र है मैं बहुत शुक्र करती हूँ कि मुझे दिखाया, you know, मैं उनके लिए I would say, "No, no, wait a minute, I could even pray in a Sunni manner." तो मैं ये भी पूछने लगी थी कि why are the timings different? पहले I was a पक्की Shia, like I would not question my religion at all. You know, अगर कोई मुझे कहता कि you are reincarnated, I wouldn't even think twice but say it's wrong because it's not in my Quran, it's not in my religion. So this means this is from shaitan. I can't go into it. I can't do research. Sorry. But later on, I had said, no. Maybe when a Shia told me that you could be reincarnated, you are reincarnated. Like, no, no. Sorry, he was a Sufi and he was also like, he was a yogi in Pakistan. He's very famous, if you know him, Professor Moyes. So I thought, okay, now since Muslim is telling me, Sufi Muslim, it could be that it is hidden in my Quran, but no one has told me about this. But that was like when I was 18 years old, 19 years old, something like this. I met him. तो मैं आपको दिखाना चाह रही हूँ कि जो फैक्ट किसी ने कहा ना कि इन्होंने और जो आप मुझे दिखा रहे हैं ना कितनी अच्छी-अच्छी वर्सेस हैं, वो तो हैं, मैं डिनाई नहीं कर रही हूँ। और अगर आप चाहें तो मैं इधर भी जाऊँगी 5th में, ठीक है? इसको भी हम देखेंगे बिकॉज़ मिसगाइड करना मेरा काम नहीं है किसी को। मैं मर जाऊँ लेकिन मिसगाइड नहीं करूँ। मौत आ जाए आज रात को, अभी इसी वक़्त। I don't want to misguide people. So let's go to Surah Maida at 32, which SSA has said. Sir, thank you. You called me ma'am, you were respectful, and you said please. I apologize for the tone, my tone gets like this. Sometimes sounds harsh, firm, strict. ठीक है, therefore we ordain for the children of Israel. देखिए ये children of Israel है। ये अगर आप कभी डॉक्टर डेविड वुड के अब तो डॉक्टर डेविड वुड उनके कुछ वीडियोस रह गए हैं, वो कभी आते हैं किसी एक मिस्टर क्या नाम है डॉक्टर उनके चैनल पे, उन्होंने हमें समझाया है, दिखाया, जैसे आज मैं आपको दिखा रही हूँ और आज सिर्फ नहीं, लेकिन कितने साल हो गए अभी सोशल चैनल्स सोशल मीडिया पे कि ये जो वर्ड्स है ना जैसे सुन्नियों में एब्रोगेशन भी है, तो ये वर्ड्स वो बेचारे अहले चिल्ड्रन ऑफ इज़राइल के लिए था, बनी बनी इज़राइल के लिए था। ये बनी इज़राइल से आया है, ये कोई मुसलमानों के लिए नहीं था। प्रॉफ़ेट मोहम्मद से नहीं आया है, ये बनी इस्राइल की वर्ड्स है। If you slay one soul unless it be for murder or for spreading mischief on earth, shall be as if he had slain all mankind. ये किसको कह रहे हैं आप? देखें किसको एड्रेस कर रहे हैं? Therefore we ordained अल्लाह कह रहा है we in his sovereignty ऐसे आता है ना we कह के in plural in his majesty in his sovereignty कहते हैं. So we ordained for the children of Israel यानी ये यथरब वाले शायद प्रॉफ़ेट मोहम्मद को ये आयत वहाँ से मिली है, यथरब वालों से, यथरिब के जूस से। सॉरी, ये आपकी ओरिजिनल ये वी ऑर्डेन्ड फॉर द चिल्ड्रन ऑफ इज़राइल मुसलमानों के लिए नहीं कह रहा है। प्रॉफ़ेट मोहम्मद के वक़्त के लिए नहीं कह रहा है, कह रहे हैं, ठीक है? अल्लाह नहीं कह रहा है ऐसा। सो माफ़ करना ऐसे से होल मैनकाइंड, ये बनी इसराइल के वक़्त में ये था। और फिर कितनी वर्सेस तो एब्रोगेट हुई हैं, क्या हुई हैं। और ये जो आप पहले ये अच्छी वाली वर्स कह रहे हैं, ये कभी डेविड वुड का सुने, कभी क्रिश्चियन का ऐसे ही सुन लें, जो क्रिश्चियन प्रिंस का सुन लें इन्फॉर्मेशन के लिए। आपको पता है कितनी मक्कन वर्सेस एब्रोगेट हुई हैं? बिकॉज़ सूरह तौबा की वर्स आ गई ना, वो मदीनन वर्स है। फिर सूरह हशर की वर्स आ गई। तो आपका अल्लाह बद्दा करता है ना, बद्दा। वी चेंज साइन्स, आयतों में है। Allah changes one sign for better or substitutes as a substitution, or change and substitution is the same thing, isn't it? Or just abrogates, cancels, and in its place doesn't any other, but sometimes he substitutes. हाँ, तो ये sometimes he just cancels the ayats. तो जो आप शियाओं को पाकिस्तान में मैंने सुना था, अहले सुन्ना जो ब्लेम करते हैं ना कि बिद्दत करते हैं, बिद्दत करते हैं। तो अल्लाह भी बिद्दा करता है, राइट? ये है ना? तो आपकी आयत मैंने देख लिया, ये बनी इस्राइल के टाइम से है। अब पता नहीं एब्रोगेट हो गया या क्या हो गया? आप ही जाने, बिकॉज़ मैं सॉरी, इतना मैं नहीं गई हूँ कि हर हर एक चेक करूँ कि ये एब्रोगेट हुआ या, लेकिन मैंने क्रिश्चियन से सुना कि वो यानी मैं सोचा कि कुछ मैं देखूँ जो हदीसें दे रहे हैं वो तो सही दे रहे हैं, फिर मैं अपने आप से पढ़ूँ और आयतों का मतलब जो दे रहे हैं मैं अपने आप से पढ़ूँ और फिर उसका मतलब मैं देखूँ कि क्या है आखिर। तो वो तो सही कह रहे थे कि ये एब्रोगेशन तो है, अल्लाह चेंजेस। तो ये आप सुन्नियों को कैसे नहीं पता? मुझे तो हैरत होती है। So Akbar Ali Raho, then why cry for his family? I'm an ex-Shia. When so I explained it. So these things you are saying, actually, what are you saying? You will be laughing. They say, Quran ayat says that the believers will be laughing at the disbelievers, and when they will be burning. Disbelievers will be burning, na? बड़ा मज़ा करेंगे, because they did the same thing, mocked them. So you do the same thing in the end. And forever they will be burning, the disbelievers, and you'll be forever laughing at them. Right? So now where did I want to go? I've forgotten. Uh, the the believers will then be laughing. देखिए ये आयत अगर believers will be laughing. Let's see accurately क्या लिखा है word by word in Quran. At the disbelievers, but let's see if through this I can find it. So today those who believed will laugh at the disbelievers. Surah Muttafifi, verse 34. But on that day the believers at the disbelievers. तो आपका ये statement invalid है अभी मेरे लिए, because I'm an ex-Shia, I'm no more a Shia. Do you not understand a single fact here that is written on my channel? Whole thing in like मैं detail में लिखूं, Zahra Berserk, ex-Shia, Truth Seeker One, और क्या लिखना है? एक्स मुस्लिम नहीं आ सकता था मेरे उस पे पूरा। एक्स मुस्लिम लिखूं, Yeah, ex-Shia. So I thought about it and I forgot why I had to write, but I mean ex-Shia, ex-Muslim. I mean ex-Muslim. Sunni Islam has no stand. And when I talk about that Abu Sufyan the Great, I don't talk about him in the way you Sunnis take him, or Mawiya, or Yazid, or Aisha, or Hafsa. तो ये गलत नहीं है, laughing at the disbelievers, right? You see, अभी कल की अवतार, maybe God has come. आपको तो ये भी नहीं पता है कि खुदा, the Lord, when the Lord cometh, दकन दका सफन सफ, सूर्य फजर की आयत है, right? अब जितना आपके प्रॉफिट ने पॉलिटीज पे जुल्म किया, उनको निजिस कहा, उनको अपने टेम्पल से निकाला, काबा से, कोई नहीं, उनको बोला कि पानी देना पिलग्रिम्स को आयत है, इज नॉट द सेम एज बिलीविंग एंड स्ट्राइविंग विद इन अल्लाह's cause. वो आप आयत पढ़ें, पानी देना पिलग्रिम्स को. And this house was made for the people, you know, for everyone, welcoming everyone, and the residents of this house, yani Kaaba. But then what has he made it into? Abraham made it, and Ismail. तो ये भी तो आयत आप देखें ना. पॉलिटीज अच्छा काम कर रहे थे, पानी दे रहे थे पिलग्रिम्स को. मक्खन पेगन पॉलिटीज. हाँ. So today those who believed are laughing at the disbelievers. Or not only he's a he's I've proved, but they disbelievers sinners and had not been sent as watchers over them, the believers. Surah Mutafifi. So today, 34. So today those who believed are laughing at the disbelievers on adorned couches observing. तो आप देखें हिंदू के गुरु वो काउचेस पे बैठते हैं. आपके मर्दों को इधर गोल्ड पहनने के लिए हराम है, वो तो पहन रहे हैं काउचेस. फिर इन द हियर आफ्टर हेवन में आप गोल्ड ये वो पहने ज्वेलरी, वो पता नहीं ब्रोकेड में हो, कपड़ों में, सिल्क. सिल्क भी अलाउड नहीं है, लेकिन उस पे फिर आपको उधर मिलेंगी नहरें भी मिलेंगी शराबों की. काउचेस पे बैठे होंगे ऊपर. वो तो गुरु इधर कर रहे हैं, मास्टर्स कर रहे हैं. Adorned on thrones, they will command the sight of all things. Have the disbelievers not been rewarded this day for what they used to do? Right? और हंस रहे हैं on the disbelievers, sinners. इनको तो मुझे मैं इतना रोई हूँ, इतना डरी हूँ, मरी हूँ, और आप मेरा शिया ला रहे हैं, मेरा एक्स. आपको नहीं पता है एक्स क्या होता है? So SSA, is this enough or do I need to show you more? अभी और क्या था? Anything else that I may have missed for these poor people whose घर. If I miss something, I will not forgive. ये देखिए, I mean, ये बेचारे रो रहे हैं कि नो नो एंड द वेयर्स द फॉरगिवनेस. हाँ, एक चीज़ मैं भूल गई हूँ, 1 मिनट इधर मुझे आना था. एंड इब्राहिम आस्किंग फॉरगिवनेस. ओ प्रॉफिट यू गिवन. कहाँ है वो आयत सूरह तौबा में? और surely Allah, the building which they built will never stand in it. They will be raised on fear. And those who built a masjid and others out and say work, so Allah see your work. Take alms out of the property. You पैसे भी ले रहा है. Do they not know that Allah accepts repentance from His servants and takes the alms? Of course they know this. They are Jews and they're polytheists. वो थोड़ी हैं, atheists थोड़ी हैं. They're not atheists, godless people. अल्लाह को तो ये भी बिलीव करते थे, मनात था, उज़ा था और forgotten the third one, Allat. And others are made to await Allah's command. Ajah. And those who built never stand. Is he therefore better who lays his foundation on fear of Allah and good pleasure? Ajah, hello. The building which they built ever continue to be a source of disquiet in their hearts, except that their hearts get cut into pieces. Surely Allah has bought of the believers their persons, ye to maine ayat kar li hai. They who turn, who serve, who praise, and it is not fit for the Prophet and those who believe that they should ask forgiveness for the polytheists. ये भी कर लिया अभी, लेकिन दूसरी लाइट में शायद फिर बाद में. And Ibrahim asking forgiveness. It is not attributable to Allah that He should lead a people astray after He has guided them. Surely Allah's kingdom. Okay, which I said it. And to 3 who were left behind. Allah bichare. These were Muslims, and to the 3 who were left behind until the earth became straight to them. Ye bitar, guilty feeling. You know how much they cried? They cried and cried and cried. By the Allah, like how do I say it? Surah Fat की आयत लेके फिर मैं आऊंगी शॉर्ट एक होपफुली लाइव स्ट्रीम करने कि ये देखें उनको बदुअन जूस को कह रहा है कि since they said something about spoils of war, उनको कह रहा है कि वो changing the word of Allah. And what is this? तो ये बेचारे रो रहे हैं. अंसार में से 3 थे, बहुत रोए. 50 days verse was revealed. After 50 days. After 50 days, not even on the 50th day. They wept and prayed for pardon. कि वो गए नहीं Battle of Tabuk. It had not beseemed the people of Medina. देखें वापस से मदीना. अब बताएं किसने आयत को सही तरह पढ़ा है, सुन्नी या शिया? Nor do they spend anything, and it does not beseem the believer that they should go forth altogether. Or you believe, fight those of the unbelievers who are near to you. When conflict becomes inevitable conflict, the first thing is to clear our surroundings of all evil. You know, conflict, do you realize the difference between conflict and war? ये तो हमारा शिया कह रहा है कमेंट्री में. Do you realize the difference between conflict? When conflict becomes inevitable, the first thing is to clear our surroundings of all evil and destroy its power base. The last portion of this verse refers to taqwa, to safeguard oneself against evil with full awareness of Allah's laws. Generally, it applies to all the pious believers, but in view of that which has been stated in the commentary, अरे ऐसे says जो भी आपने मुझे ये आयतें दी ना, be kind and don't fight those who do not fight you for religion or fight you at all. ये जो सूरह 6, 8 verse, सूरह 2 आयत 190, Surah 5, ayat 32, I'm sorry, abrogated हो गई है. Surah 9, verse 1 to 3. Now you see how he's finishing the Makkans. अब तो निजिस करार हो गए हैं. अब सिर्फ treaty वीटी नहीं. Let them listen to the word of Allah. मुसलमान हो जाए, वरना सराउंडिंग्स में भी ये कॉन्फ्लिक्टेड वाले रहेंगे ना, शायद कभी अटैक करें हम पे, हम तो ट्रस्ट नहीं करते हैं. If you fear misconduct from your wife, if you fear something from your wife, first this, then leave that, and then hit her. But बेचारी वो हफ्सा तो कुछ कर ही नहीं सकी. वो तो सो रहा था हफ्सा के बेड पे, मरिया कॉप्टिक के साथ. हफ्सा क्या, हफ्सा ने बेचारी ने शायद थोड़ा स्क्रीमिंग रीमिंग की होगी, बेचारी हैरान होगी कि मेरे बेड पे क्यों एक गिफ्टेड सेफ गर्ल को ऐसा. अभी यू फियर इविल, अरे ये क्या है, सी बात. ये एक ऐसा, तो वो आपकी आयतें सब एब्रोगेटेड हो गई हैं. सूरह, सॉरी सूरह तौबा की आयत पे आए ना भाई साहब, प्लीज कम हियर. दिस कैन नॉट बी reconciled with the ayats you are giving me anymore. और एब्रोगेशन भी है, आयतों में है कि अल्लाह cancels one ayat for another. Now can you people reconcile? Tell me, आप कैसे देख रहे हैं? ज़रूर, जैसे मुझे हुआ, कल भी हुआ स्टार्टलिंग, आज आज भी हुआ ट्रॉमेटाइज्ड स्टार्टलिंग, कि वो भी तो आयतें देखे ना. मैंने अपने आप को कहा, जैसे आपने मुझे इधर कहा ना, तो मैंने भी अपने आप को कहा फॉर श्योर. सूरह 5 आयत 32, सूरह 60 आयत 8, सूरह 2 आयत 190, राइट. लेकिन देखें ये आपको कैसे ब्रेन वॉश कर रहा है. सिर्फ आपको नहीं, इसने अपने मुसलमानों को भी उस टाइम पे. हाँ, तो वो कौन-सी आयत थी, शायद उधर मैंने देखा कि वी हैव फॉरगिवन यू रसूलुल्लाह, मैसेंजर ऑफ अल्लाह. ये सूरह, सॉरी सूरह तौबा की आयत 49 में मुझे शायद अर्लियर आयत है. or maybe later, I don't know, I can't find it. Maybe I've pressed some other tab. अच्छा, with this. सूरह तौबा एक मुस्लिम रसूलुल्लाह के टाइम पे कह रहा है सहाबा. Oh, here we go. And where's that verse? We have forgiven the messenger of Allah and the Ansar and the Muhajirin. Surah Tawbah की आयत थी. But let's go back to this and see if it's nearby here, below or after this ayat. It's just loading, taking time. You see how much time has passed? 1 hour. And among them is he who says, permit me to remain at home and do not put me to trial. ये तो मैंने कहा है कि tempt me into war, expose me to temptation, यानी give swifts के साथ. ये आपका सहाबा कह रहा है. देखो अगर मैं शिया को ऐसे कहूँ तो वो कहेंगे ये हिपोक्रेट है, ये तो जहन्नम में जाएगा जैसे कुछ है. आपका दिल नहीं धड़कता इधर अल्लाह कह रहा है कि सहाबा को, अल्लाह खुद कह रहा है. If good befalls you, O Muhammad, if calamity overtakes you, they say, we took our precaution beforehand, and they turn away rejoicing. Say, never will, नहीं, except what Allah is. ये हाँ, ये देखें ये मैंने क्या नहीं पढ़ी है कि आप समझते हैं मैं ऐसे ही मैंने ये रिलीजन छोड़ दिया, मुझे शैतान आया है. And among them is, had they gone forth with you, they would not have increased you except in confusion. And among you are avid listeners to them, seeking you fitna. Acha. Seeking fitna, sowing sedition among you. Ye kaun hai? Sunnis. They had already calling out to Sunnis who are here. Thank you for being here. They had already desired dissension before and had upset matters for you until the truth came. I just want to go to इतना ये रिलीजन क्या मैंने ऐसे ही छोड़ दिया है? शैतान आया मुझ पे. And among them is he who says, permit me and do not put me to trial. आपको पता है एक दफा उधर कराची में बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट होक्स फोन कॉल था. मुझे नहीं पता था. आई वाज एट मोटर्स, उस बिल्डिंग में ऑपोजिट मोटर्स, यू नो. मैंने जब आपके मर्दों को देखा ना भागते हुए बिल्डिंग से, रनिंग आउट ऑफ द बिल्डिंग, मेरे दिल ने कहा कि इफ यू गो इन दिस बिल्डिंग राइट देयर विल बी नो बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट. मैं चली गई उधर फ्लोर शॉप ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे शॉप में उस बिल्डिंग के, because I couldn't see people afraid and men, big adult men running. आपको पता है हमारे मजलिस में जब हम महफिल शेख खुरासान के बाहर अपने फादर के साथ कार में बैठे हुए थे, उधर आया था कि बॉम्ब अभी फाउंड हुआ है. ना मेरे फादर ने कार स्टार्ट की, ना किसी ने कार स्टार्ट की. हम लोग उधर ही बैठे हुए थे कार में, सुन रहे थे. मेरे फादर ने कहा देखो कोई स्टैम्पीड या कोई ऐसा कि भागें, कार छोड़ के भागें, कि बॉम्ब इधर अनाउंस हुआ मजलिस के बाद कि यहाँ बॉम्ब was found and it has been diffused by one of the volunteers or volunteers. कोई ना भागा ना कुछ, उधर हम लोग थे. And you know when a Sunni person, when Sunni people wanted to burn our Imam Barga in Karachi, I was little. My father took me the whole night. We stayed there. I don't know, it was the night. When we came back home, I don't know whether it was the whole night, but it was like we used to go there in the evening. उन्होंने अहले सुन्ना ने हमें threaten किया था कि we would come and burn your Imam Barga. तो हम लोग ऐसे भागने वाले नहीं हैं. We don't. अभी ये मुझे मेंटल जो भी प्रॉब्लम है, वीकनेस आती है और डर लगता है. वरना मैं तो अपनी मौत वौत से नहीं डरती थी। And do not put me to trial. Unquestionably into trial they have fallen, and indeed he will compass the disbelievers. Never will be struck except what Allah has decreed. तो ये आयत आप कैसे reconcile करते हैं? हाँ? By avoiding their obligation, they fell into destruction. मर गए, fell into destruction. और वो आयत आप अच्छा. So maybe you don't see, and I'm not a good shower. Maybe have I failed? I'm not doing a good job. I will. देखें, मुझे तो लगता है कि आयशा और हफ्सा ने भी इनको टेस्ट किया होगा और फिर ये बैटल ऑफ तबुक के लिए भी कि इन्होंने जिस क्या होगा कि आर्मी आ रही है। देखें कि अल्लाह द ऑल नोइंग यू सी बिकॉज़ अल्लाह ऑल नोइंग पार्ट ऑफ इट टोल्ड हिम एंड पार्ट ऑफ इट withheld. ये सब ऐसे गलत-गलत चीज़। You see a lot of discrepancies in the Quran ayats. So I've done my best in this condition. और माफ़ करना due to any raising of voice अकबर अली रावत प्लीज़ अगर आप आएँ हक के लिए यहाँ if you've come for haq, truth, justice, then you would these kind of things are invalid. You should not put such statements here for me. You are laughing on our prophet and cry on killing of his grandson. What is an ex-Shia now? Laughing. हाँ, आई नहीं। तो ये आपकी आपके लोग, आपके सहाबा इनको टेस्ट करें कि मैं तो कह रही जिसको आपने 3 खलीफा बना दिया, 3 को अबू बकर, उमर और उस्मान भी होंगे इसमें, कि बाबा इसको ये अबू बकर ने कहा क्या कहा आफ्टर ही डाइड? Muhammad has died. If you worship Muhammad, no, he's dead. उमर ने क्या कहा when he was on his deathbed? इसको नहीं तो वो पेन एंड पेपर हिलेरियस है छोड़ दो कि ना तंग नहीं करो ये बोल भी क्या रहा है इसको पता नहीं है he should be resting Prophet Muhammad so Ibn Abbas or Abbas said Ibn Abbas said I cried calamity of Thursday and what a calamity उमर तो रोया नहीं ऐसा उस टाइम पे so what else is there Surah Nisa 24 Abhi आप laugh we can't laugh at this it's high time we laugh do you think I'm going to sit here and keep crying for you people all the time and myself that I'm a Allah Allah क्या धोखा है क्या धोखा है do you think I should show my emotions and what nervous shock में मैं कल थी Do you think I should repeat it here? And you want me to be in pain all the time? Akbar Ali Rawat? You want me to be in like, Allah, ah, Allah, mere prophet, false prophet nikle, warmonger. I should sit and cry now in front of you people. और आपको ये नहीं पता है कि कोई क्रैक हेड हो जाता है ना किसी का, तो वो हँसने लगता है। जैसे वो पता नहीं किसको प्रॉफेट मोहम्मद ने इतना इतना डराया, फातिमा बिन्त असद थी या कौन थी, वो इतना रोने लगी थी, रोने। चले वो ये तो रुलाता है लोगों को, डराता है। इतना डराया कि अभी हम क्या करें? अब डरें और रोएँ? हाँ? So, in Battle of Tabuk, Byzantine army did not show up. और इनको पता चल गया। अब you see where I want to take you. False rumors थे. So where these people, your Sahabas want to take you, those who we called hypocrites, is here. And then Surah Hashar ayat. देखें, ये जिनको इसका अल्लाह कह रहे hypocrites हैं, ये hypocrites नहीं थे। ये आपके prophet, ये इस्लाम का prophet, ये फितना करवा रहा था। उन पे गलत-गलत इल्ज़ाम डाल रहा था। हिपोक्रिट्स, फितनाबाज़, फ़साद, ये कर रहा था। पॉलिटिक्स के अगेंस्ट क्या नहीं किया, राइट? कितना फ़साद किया, कितना फ़साद अगेंस्ट द पॉलिटिक्स। इम्प्योर उनको बोला है, क्या बोला है? Indeed, against the hypocrites the prophet has not done fitna. So bad, so bad. Indeed, in case the hypocrites do not refrain, and the ones in whose hearts is sickness, and they that make commotion in the city, like false rumors, spread false rumors. Ye दें. Those who spread false rumors, देखें. Spread rumors. Okay, not false rumors. In the city, Medina, yani their Yathrib, we will let you overpower them. शायद इस प्रॉफिट ने हॉस्टेजेस लिए थे जब खंदक के टाइम पे अली ने एक वॉरियर को, तो इनकी ग्रेट वॉरियर को मार डाला। कैसे मारा? द अदर आर्मी मैन वेंट अवे। ये पता है, ये कहता है कि मैरिड women who come as war booty slave girls, what your right hands possess, you can marry. और मुसलमान भी इनको आपके मुसलमान सहाबा इनके आले इमरान में कहाँ है वो बस, और अनफाल में है। They questioned him, they were like being driven to their death. Indeed, in case of hypocrites, do not refrain, and the ones whose hearts is sickness, that they make commotion in the city. Indeed, we will definitely induce you against them. Zainab bin Josh, Zaid, इसने एक मैरिज तोड़ दी है। जबरदस्ती जैनब बिन जोश को मैरी करवाया जैद के साथ। खुद तो शादियां कर रहे, शादियां कर रहे, शादियां कर रहे। ब्यूटी भी प्लीज कर रही, शादियां कर रही। व्हाट हैपेंस इन 61 देन? ये हक पे इसने मारा है। खुद मुसलमानों को कह रहा है कि गो आफ्टर देम, सीज देम wherever you find them and massacre them। और एक आयत मैं आपको दिखाऊं, इन्वेस्टिगेट, वो मैंने देखी है। आपको दिखाने की, आपको बोलने की जरूरत नहीं, you don't have to tell me to go and see that, investigate properly। If the hypocrites and those whose hearts is a disease, where's the other one? Accursed, 61, wherever they are found being seized, ये assault है, अटैक करना। शायद अपने बाथरूम में हो, अपने घर पे हो। यही तो मैं कह रही थी when I wasn't the Hashar ayats were not in my mind। You see, to bring out a hypocrite of his time, tyrant and liar in the name of Allah, it is very difficult when it comes from one side. When he's killed all the other people, you have to go through the rubbles. Maybe under the rubble where he broke the houses, maybe you'll find a 6-month-old child of Yathrib. Hmm? How shall we do it? So this also, I'm showing you that the Muslims tested him and he fell short of the test. His wives tested him and he fell short. Surah Tahrim Ayat 1. That's what I'm showing you. So please bring any more questions. कुछ और सूर्य हशर की आयत में फिर से दिखाऊं? Yeah, shall I show you this one, Surah Anfal? Let me just recheck. Um, as if they were driven to their. So it's Surah Anfal. They disputed with you about the truth after it had been made clear, as if they were being driven to death with their eyes wide open. Huh? So, which one से ये Surah Anfal ayat 6 है ना? I keep forgetting, sorry. But I'm really here for those who are seriously want to know if this prophet was false. I would not have survived if I was in a Muslim country. पता है मुझे, यहाँ तो आस्ते आस्ते करके, you know, they would have persecuted me, threatened to kill my brothers. I would have put my brothers' lives in danger. They ask you, Muhammad, लेकिन मैंने ये बहुत बड़ा risk लिया है. I've taken a risk. They could have persecuted me like this, punished me by punishing my loved ones, threatening to kill my loved ones. Muslims. They ask you, Muhammad, about the bounties of war. Okay, not this one, 6, sorry, going. Keep forgetting. ये आपके ही मुसलमानों सहाबाओं ने, you see, he comes out and it doesn't say the polities brought him out of the house, but it says your Lord caused you to go out from your home with the truth. Jange Badar mein doesn't mean that policies were coming after him. Actually, it could mean that he stepped out of his home for the truth, right? Meaning Islam, right? देखिए एक तरफ से आयत है like if you don't see it here because I also had an intense feeling when I went to a Hindu's house in Singapore, my father's friends for dinner. I went into a trance. I couldn't see. Can you hear me? Testing. Now can you hear me? So how long have I been on silent? If you say one soul, unless it doesn't we would come and burn among us. Go through the rubble. Maybe under the rubble where it is working. Broke the houses, maybe you'll find a 6-month-old child. Okay, it's working. Sorry. So today I'm going to testing, testing.
Testing.
Okay, now the sound is coming. I don't know. Okay, this mic, I think I have to. Oh, charge it. The green light is gone off. So I'm showing you, I'm doing this very sincerely. There's a lot at stake. I could be, persecuted in a Muslim country. My own country was Muslim. It's Muslim, sorry. So, Islamic, right? I could be persecuted. Just charge this. तो मुझे क्या ज़रूरत है ये करने की? Sorry, I don't know how to say it properly, like softly. Please, we've been through a lot. For me to come out of this religion, it wasn't easy. Maybe I have to charge. एक problem है with this that I have to charge this mic for maybe more hours than I did, 6 hours or something. So I was saying what I may have missed. Did my sound? Did the sound go? Sound. The sound go like? कितना फसाद किया कितना फसाद I don't know. Okay, this mic. I think that's it. Oh. So now I have to bend and acha, just as thy Lord ordered thee out of thy house in truth, even though a party among the believers disliked it. So you see here in Surah Anfal, verse 5, it was your Lord who brought you out of your home, not the polytheists. Pay attention, please. Polytheists की वजह से नहीं. For the truth, and it was your Lord who brought you out. अगर polytheist होता इधर ये कह रहा है. So, how do you reconcile this? इधर तो अल्लाह कह रहा है कि it was me for the truth, for the sake of the truth. And eventually we see in Surah Tawbah ayats, he says, and the whistling and the clapping and water giving is not equal. Those ayats look against the policies. अच्छा बेचारे एक तरफ से आप ये भी तो देखें ना हाँ the gods vile if you revile the gods like don't revile their gods because they could revile the one true God in getting provoked ये तो Allah अच्छा कर Allah said a good thing but the thing is look at the other ayats like they don't have a shred of against the polytheists they don't have a shred of evidence ऐसे ऐसे उनको बोल बोल के the whistling and clapping their rituals around the Kaaba is of like whistling and clapping ये फसाद करवा रहा है ये जंग करवा रहा था ये उनका एक्सेप्ट ही नहीं कर रहा है जैसा था whistling था clapping था आपको क्या है let them be और जब ये हाउस काबा इनके पास था तो हर कोई आ सकता था एक आयत है it is for the people and the residents तो अगर आपको ये आयत आपको लग रहा है कि मैंने ये मिस कर दिया वो काइंडनेस वाला मिस कर दिया पीस ट्रीटी वो ब्रेक कर रहे हैं किनशिप वो नहीं रख रहे हैं रिस्पेक्ट ऑफ यू नो रिलेशंस टाइज उन्होंने नहीं रखी ब्रेक किया जैसे सूरह तौबा में कहा अब इतना खौफ देना ये देखें आपके मुसलमान भी अग्री नहीं कर रहे थे टू फाइट a party of the believers, not even disbelievers, disliked it. इधर देखें, इधर disbelievers नहीं लिखा है, इधर believers लिखा है, disliked it. A party, okay, a party, I can see the party among the, I'm saying here believers disliked it. मुझे बार बार repeat करना पड़ता है. Arguing with you concerning the truth after it had become clear as if they were being driven toward death while they were looking on. Remember, O believers, when Allah promised you one of the two groups that it would be yours, and you wished that the unarmed one would be yours. But Allah intended to establish the truth. यहाँ मैंने डिटेल लाइव स्ट्रीम में कहा है कि if they had retreated तो वो भी रिट्रीट करते हैं इनका एक अना भी था ना कि I have to fight I'm very brave. These are cowards. They don't want to fight. Quran ayat hai. Arey Allah ne, I'm so brave and I sent Ali so brave that he should establish the truth and abolish falsehood, even if the criminals disliked it. इनको criminals कह रहे disbelievers को. And remember when Allah promised you, O Muslims, one of the two parties, that it should be yours. You wish that the one not armed should be yours, the caravan. But Allah willed to justify the truth by His words, to cut off the roots of the disbelievers. Cut off the roots of whom? Disbelievers. कहते हैं ना कि hypocrites want to cut off the root. ऐसे hypocrite नहीं है कि मैं कहूँ, like I complain to my someone that oh मैं hijab करती हूँ but sometimes you know I miss my namaz, or this is not right. But she said no, you hold on to your hijab and that's another matter. If you miss the namaz, you're not a hypocrite. Hypocrite is someone who shows something else and is something else, and also not only that, intention होना चाहिए कि we want to cut off the roots of truth. Ab he wants to cut off the roots of the disbelievers. So did he fighting है, disbelievers mujrimun है, did they attack? अभी छोड़ें वो आयतें ये जो सूर्य, sorry, ऐसे से I don't know how to put it to you in a respectful, soft manner. But I mean that, right? I mean good for you. I mean your welfare. Please देखें सबके लिए justice मिले. देखिए हम लोगों को अलाउड नहीं था कि सुन्नियों को कहना कि काफिर हैं, because that is Allah's we were told. We can say that they are deviants, but you know we don't blame you people. We blamed the Umayyad and the way the Islam came to you through the Umayyads. But we were no one. We were not Allah to call you kafirs. Allah would decide, we used to say. लेकिन आप तो ऐसे ही कि आप जानते हैं पूरे रिलीजन को और शियाओं को काफिर कहने, calling Shias kafir. But we were not like this. I don't think we had ever the right to call you kafirs. And Allah made it not so. I don't know. Okay, let me just search this other ayat. Why does Allah say, whether in Surah Tawbah, I don't know if I've explained this and shown you properly, or whether you can see it, or whether you're still pushed and fearful like those Muslims. Surah Anfal, that you know you are in a, and then you've been put in a drowsiness of some sort. And then you want to fight for Islam against us in that drowsiness. So, which ayat was it again? Allah forgave the messenger, the Ansars, and Quran. I think I should put Surah Tawbah, but I don't remember accurately. Where was it, Allah, if I am not mistaken? If I'm mistaken, that then forgive me. So let me see. Did I come across an ayat which said Allah forgave the Ansars? When I'm coming to. So are you going to leave Islam seeing this, or will you not see it? Huh? Will you not see it? Those of you who have still been here with me, if you are still here, or I'm the only one. I wonder, I just have one like here. I don't have three likes. No, maybe no one is here. Maybe you listen to this. 2 hours have gone by. Allah forgave. I have to find this ayat and bring it. Allah forgave the messenger, the Ansars. Where did I find it in Surah Tawbah? So, no, your messenger was not a peace loving, kind, merciful. He did not remain constant with that. Even as Allah does not. He changes a sign for another and abrogated those peaceful signs when he saw that he overpowered them. And when you overpower them, Surah Anfal ki ayat kya hai? When you overpower them, then take captives. Or yeah, like that. Okay, here it says Allah praised the Muhajirin and the Ansar in several ayats of his book and his messenger. And we did raise a messenger message. So I don't know where I was. I think I was in Surah Tawbah. So can't find it right now. So where shall I go? But it's important that I find this ayat. Allah forgave the messenger. Allah forgave him. Acha, ans- answers ayat. The Ansars. Surah Tawbah ayat 117. You see this? The Shia say that through him Allah claims to have forgiven the ummah of Prophet. Allah has already forgiven the Prophet. Yani he must have been sinful, right? But the Shia say, tafsir mein agar aap देखेंगे ना, I have to go to multilingual Quran. So this ayat is Surah Tawbah, I found it. See, I'm not trying to deceive you. Allah has already forgiven the Prophet. Neither do I want to marry a Westerner. I don't have a Western boyfriend. I lived in London studying there, and the Westerners respected me like anything. They wouldn't touch me. Allah has already forgiven the Prophet. And this means that he was a sinner before. Taba, Tawbah. Allah has already forgiven the Prophet. Look at it. If you can read in Arabic or in this Roman Arabic Quran transliteration. Can you see this word? Taba, Taba. Allah has already forgiven the Prophet and the Muhajirin and the Ansar who followed him. in the hour of difficulty, after the hearts of a party of them had almost inclined to doubt, and then he forgave them. Indeed, he was to them kind and merciful. Hmm? Allah has already forgiven the Prophet. Yani ab Rasulullah भी नहीं, Prophet कह रहा है, right? Nabi. So what the Shias try to, goodness. So okay, remembering 117, you go to a multilingual Quran guy. Where's multilingual? See the Quran. Oh, 117, don't forget. मैं हूँ ही सूरह तौबा पे in multilingual Quran 117 for the commentary, Shia commentary. Taba means to return penitently to Allah. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that I was on the, I should have put it this way, white, port, landscape way. Where is it? Taba means to return penitently to Allah. It refers to man when he when he stops sinning, turns repentant to Allah, and adopts piety. And it refers to Allah when he admits the penitent to his mercy. Likewise, ghafara, ghafara. Ghafara means to forgive when it refers to sinners. But when it is used for the sinless or the innocent, it means to bestow more blessings and rewards. This is the Shia commentary. They love to protect Prophet Muhammad and defend him. The Muhajirs and the Ansar who followed the Holy Prophet in the expedition of Tabuk. तबुक में ये हुआ था कि वो बाइजेंटाइन आ ही नहीं थे उन्होंने ऐसे टेस्ट किया कि ये वाकई में ट्रू प्रॉफिट है या नहीं है right? That's why I'm laughing now. I'm an ex-Shia, by the way. Don't use my Shia Islam to provoke anyone about this. Akbar Ali Rahot. Oh my God. Taba means to return penitently to Allah. It refers to a man when he stops sinning. Now you see and Ghaffara means to forgive when it refers to sinners. So what's the difference between Taba and Ghaffara? Then it goes to say the Muhajirs and the Ansar. Then it goes to say likewise Ghafara means to forgive when it refers to sinners. But when it is used for the sinless, okay, now when it is used for the sinless or the innocent, it means to bestow more blessings and rewards. It changes. The words meaning change. Oh, so here when Allah, now this is what the Shia commentary, ये आप देखें ये मैं थोड़ा please forgive me for cracking up. The Muhajirs and the Ansar who followed the Holy Prophet in the expedition of Tabuk, known as the hour of distress, have been referred to in this verse as those whom Allah has admitted. Hour of distress? We sent this Quran to you for you not to be distressed. Yeah. Nothing should distress Prophet Muhammad. Surah Taha ayat. Taha, right? We sent this Quran to you so that thou shalt not be distressed. अब उधर पता नहीं क्या कहेंगे. I don't understand. Okay, here, the hour of distress has been referred to in this verse as those whom Allah has admitted to His mercy. Oh, so this is like Ayat 117 Kai. So, right, right, yes. Still about this. Yeah, I'm on under 117. The marches, long journey, provisions, water over so scarce. The two men had to share a date between them. Some wavered for a short time because of anticipated hardships of the journey, long continued drought, and overpowering heat. But finally, Allah's grace gave them strength to conquer even that incipient weakness. From the beginning to the end, the Holy Prophet's mission was a trial for the believers. So they mean to say, when Taba, which means to return penitently, it does mean to return penitently to Allah, it refers to man when he stops sinning, turns repentant to Allah, and adopts piety. And it refers to Allah when he admits the penitent to his mercy. Likewise, ghafara means to forgive when it refers to sinners. But when it is used for the sinless prophet, yani, for the sinless or the innocent, it means to bestow more blessings and rewards. Abhi, like I said in my one of my live streams, the previous one I'm not sure, but I said that Sunnis have their own way of defending Prophet Muhammad, Shias have their own way of defending. They just cannot see the ayat which says Taba, which actually means, but now they put it that, oh, because Allah said He has turned mercifully to the Prophet, meaning blessings, more blessings and rewards. So I disagree with both of you, Shias and Sunnis, on this matter. Let's see what the, is there anything that the Sunnis say? Let's see if I can find 117, Surah Tawbah 117. Oops. Okay, I'll have to open a new. So Allah forgave Prophet Muhammad, Surah Tawbah, Ayat 117, means that he, please, Quran.com. I want to, let's see if I can find a tafsir here in Quran.com. Footnote to hai, nahi say, Ahl Hadith. Sorry, I say Ahl Sunnah, Ahl Hadith, whoever you are, whatever kind of Muslim you are. Allah has already forgiven the Prophet. Footnote. Oh my God. Oh, I have to charge this also. Allah is saying, I already forgive. 117. Where are you? What do the Sunnis say about this? Anyone knows? The tafsir? Any footnotes? No, I don't see it. So then now go to the tafsir. Let's see what the Sunnis say. Surah Tawbah, Ayat 117, tafsir. Surely Allah has relented towards the Prophet and towards the Muhajirin. Allah has already forgiven the Prophet. Look at the translations. Allah turned with favor. Okay, there's one here. Allah has turned with favor. Where's the tafsir? After all these translations? Okay. Surely Allah has relented towards the Prophet. Allah forgave the Prophet and his companions for those inadvertent lapses that had been made in connection with the Tabuk expedition. Hello, Muslim Alice 115. It's a tafsir from your own. In view of their excellent services, the inadvertent lapse made by the Prophet was that he had given leave to stay behind to those people who were able to take part in the jihad. This refers to those sincere companions who were at first somewhat unwilling to go to war on that critical occasion. कुछ ऐसा नहीं था critical occasion बेचारों को गर्मियों में निकाला है hot but at last overcame their weakness for they had true faith in their hearts and loved the right way. And the Byzantine army didn't even come. खामा खाम उनको इतना बेचारों को ही निकाला and say that the fire of hell is worse. The heat of the fire of hell is worse. ऐसी भी आयत है. And that is Allah will not take them to account for their wrong inclinations. So Allah forgave the Prophet. But why would the Prophet forgive these people, right? Without waiting for Allah's forgiveness. जब वही इन पे आ रही है बार बार मैं कह रही हूँ ऐसी ऐसी आयतें हैं जहाँ अल्लाह प्रॉफिट ने वो चीज़ की नहीं है जो उनको अल्लाह ने लाइक Allah forgave the Prophet. Now before the wahi coming, he forgave them. But Allah himself says that he has forgiven them. Right? Or what? In the ayat. So very like what is this? और शिया तो बेहतर बेहतर से बेहतर प्रोटेक्ट कर रहे हैं दे हैव अ बेटर माइंड you know their intelligence is like oh when taba when this is used for like Adam or prophet it means that they have not sinned at all the meaning changes for an innocent person this word used my goodness the meaning changes and they at least accept that this word means and also the Shia the Sunnis also accept so this word Taba Taba turned in mercy and the merciful prophet he's called in the Quran ayat also Allah has given us What discrepancies in the Quran ayats? Do you see this? Allah has already forgiven the Prophet. And now, Shia commentary says that he did, because he's innocent, this means more blessings were sent on him and more. Like if the blessings are not completed, when my father said, why do the Sunnis pray that may he reach Maqam al Mahmud? Aren't the blessings complete on him of Allah? Allah and the angels send prayers then, not blessings. ये कौन सी blessings and rewards हैं जो addition में जा रही हैं ऊपर से? So sorry, I cannot. I wish I was an eloquent person. There's so much I could tell you, and open your eyes to this greatest deception. ये शैतान है शैतान. Number one, नानी दादा है शैतान का. शैतान को आप भूल जाएंगे जब इसकी सही तरह मारिफत करेंगे. आप शैतान को भूल जाएंगे. आप बोलेंगे अरे शैतान तो इतना अच्छा बेचारा. Shaitan is such a good person, really. Good and good jinn. Shaitan is nothing. Shaitan didn't get them killed, destroyed, break their houses. ये इस्लाम के लिए ऐसा करना. तो आप खुद देखें, अभी खुद देखें प्लीज. मैं आपसे बिनतियां करती हूँ. मैं आपको भाई साहब, ब्रदर्स, दिस इज फॉर द सेक ऑफ द ट्रूथ. मैं आपको, आई डोंट वांट टू डिसीव एनीवन, आई डोंट वांट टू चीट एनीवन. मैंने ये कुरान आयतें पढ़ के, सोच के, समझ के आज मैं नहीं आई हूँ. मेरे बाल सफ़ेद हो गए हैं. My hair have turned white. But of course you're going to say, are ulamas? And they went out on heat, in the heat. Battle of Tabuk. But you see, no Byzantine army appeared. This means that Allah is not all-knowing. Suppose Allah अगर बता देते ना, जैसे हम कहते हैं कि आप क्या जा रहे हैं उधर strength दिखाने? Don't go, because they will not come. Right? You know how much they went through. Even Abu Dhar, we are told, couldn't. Something happened to him. What was the Shia commentary book explanation on that? History. Look, it was too hard for them. I have to put something in my mouth. Sorry, man. I maybe I didn't explain it for my side. If I said something in a harsh tone, harshly, forgive me, or in a mocking tone, or I laughed and all this. But you cannot blame my Shias, Akbar Ali Rawat, because I'm an ex-Shia and you don't see it. You must see that I'm an ex-Shia. And I have a right to crack down. So, come, my throat. No, not again. No, I thought, sorry, No, it's not the tonsillitis part side. It's just that dryness and Allah has already forgiven the Prophet. But what do the Shia say? If this word ही change हो जाता है. Oh my God! If it's although this word is for those who have sinned and then repented, don't you see? Our Imams have made you, Shias also, change the wordings of the Quran. Like Allah is blaming those poor, I mean, those, Allah, who? Badu and Surefat. Now I'm going slow. I think I have it. Don't you see they are blamed for changing the word of Allah? Where I saw Muslims were saying, we don't tempt us to go for this tabuk with gains and all this. He was giving, and they will surely go to hell or something like this is written. Okay, is this enough evidence now? But I will keep coming back. In other words, because now I'm stuck, I can't explain to you. I'm appealing to your heart for the sake of justice, for the sake of truth. For this sake, we were in this religion, not for blindly just. Are you fearful when you see it yet like this? Shias have, Imams must have given them this commentary, the progeny of Ali, Imam Ali, thereafter Imam Hassan. They've changed the word. No, no, no. God can be not like this, right? There's discrepancies in the Quran. Why are you changing it for Prophet? Saying that here, for the Prophet, it means this. देखें, स्पेड को कभी स्पेड कहना पड़ता है और इस टाइम पे you have to call the spade a spade. He was a sinner. This Prophet was a sinner, Nabi, and he is Prophet Muhammad. Call spade a spade first. Because when you're blaming those for changing, but what are you doing? Your Allah's doing the same thing, then you're telling us that He's changing the word meaning here for the Prophet. He's changed the word Taba. Taba? He's changed the word Taba for the Prophet. Okay? Do you see this? He has changed it. How can we catch such a person? Hmm? Unless, how do we catch him? He gets away with murder, mass murdering, hypocrites, those in whose hearts is a disease, those who spread rumors, he said. When they tried him, he went to Tabuk, Byzantine. There they say he showed off army and, tuck, with arms and everything. They never appeared. Who are you fooling? Okay, Please see this. Please see this. And Allah, who's changing word when it comes to Prophet, his own word, Taba, he changes. True God or what God? Please see this. So thank you. I also meant to bring out these verses and show, so you made it easy for me. There are these very good verses in the Quran about peace. If someone has not attacked your religion, attacked your religion, maybe argued or had a conflict. God knows how they attack your religion. If they attack your religion, in kind attack them, right? Like if I write a book against your religion, then you come in kind write a book for your religion against my book. But you don't come after my life. But we thought that, the souls will be corrupted like this if you don't follow the truth. And it is. But maybe Allah, in His mercy, can say that whoever intends good, it is the intention. And however you seek Allah, even through a murti, it's the seeking that's important, not the way. It's your intention. So please get this. If you are humanity and if you, for the sake of good, even you're doing this, maybe Allah would love you for that. We were told don't do it because you think for the sake of good. Maybe ego is coming. हर तरफ से हमें fears थे कि if you say for the sake of good I'm doing this, your neki will not be accepted. Your good deed will not be accepted because you didn't say for the sake of Allah you're doing this. Even if you do a good deed and you have the intention that for the sake of goodness, for the sake of helping humanity, but if you don't have the, you don't say for the sake of Allah I'm helping humanity, you're gone, case. Nothing will be of any good to you in the hereafter. God will put you in hell. Even the Christians, if they do good, even uh, social workers, छुपा के भी करते हैं कुछ लोग ना, announce भी नहीं करें, but if you're not doing it for the sake of Allah, everything will go to waste. Allah will not accept it. Even a Jew does it, it's not accepted. Only the good here in this Quran ayat, your good deed is love, what the Shia say. Surah 42 ayat 23. Love of the near of kin of Rasulullah. Yani, if you don't have that love for Rasulullah, you will not be giving the reward for Risalat to him. Everything will be gone. Your prayers will be like there's ayat. Your prayers will be sent back, thrown back at you. Useless. You want to see that? There's an ayat, your prayers will be thrown back at you. So forget the good deeds. So if you have, because of love for your humanity or for being a human, you have that love inside of you, that care, the loving care. Your prayers will be your prayers. What? Prayers will be thrown at you, thrown back, thrown back. Something like this, right? Is it in Surah Juma? Okay, I will do better never turn your backs to them. They will cry, oh, if only we would send back, we would. No, where's that ayat? Your prayers will be thrown back at you. Your prayers will be thrown back. So now I can't find this. Let's check Surah Juma ayat. No, 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 it's not here. So no questions? No questions? Your prayers will be thrown back at you. I'll be kind of, it's quite unsettling if I don't show you the Quran ayat. Your prayers will be thrown. Okay, let's say thrown. Can't find the proper word used in the Quran ayat. Where has Allah said? It's in truly my prayer. No, it's in one of the later surahs. Right now, I think so. Right now, I cannot find it. Person who is sitting so close. When will your prayers be thrown back at you for? So, anyways, okay, I might be wrong about this. I will check, and I apologize, but I thought I read this ayat in the Quran where it says your prayers will be thrown back or something thrown, not on something like this. So, wada risalat is important, and the Shias, I agree with the Shias on that. That the good deed that you do is only hayya ala khair al amal. Yes, prayers, but you have to, for the reward for Risalat, you have to love Prophet Muhammad's family members, which are in the Panjatan Park, Ali, Fatima, Hassan, Hussein. Four of them and Muhammad, right? Muhammad, Ali, Fatima, Hassan, Hussein. So sorry, I can't find this verse right now, and I don't want to waste too much time on this. So for the sake of brevity and for the sake of saving time, I'll just end it here now. And please, for your own good and for justice's sake and truth's sake, so that you find the witness and you come to this witness, and that you can alone bear witness to this without all this roundabout manner where you get lost and you feel so guilty. Even the Muslims who were told felt guilty and were cried, 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 cried. So none of this distress. Okay, let me show you. Why the distress? Doesn't Allah say here, isn't it a word of Allah, a promise to be fulfilled? Something here tells me something is wrong. If the Muslims were going through distress and if they were asked to go through it and endure for the sake of their religion, then it's wrong because Surah Taha ayat says, we did not send the Quran for you to be distressed. Let's different distressed.
لتشقى.
Litashqa. It says distress in the Arabic English, ayat translation. We have not sent down to you the Quran that you be distressed, but only as a reminder for those who fear Allah. So this time when the mercy of Allah comes, you are supposed to embrace people in their differences, maybe like have something, think of something beautiful. Truth can be told in different beautiful ways, peaceful ways, and be beside the polytheists and yet shine brighter than them in your brightness, in that noor of Allah, because Allah is the light. You don't have to cut them off, this, that. Let them whistle, let them do this. There's a Quran ayat, if you pass by anything indecent, pass by it with dignity and say peace to you, peace unto you. Allah's peace be unto you, right? Couldn't we have that? And like this Quran ayat says, a reminder such as this, you may have fear of Allah, okay, but even the love of Allah, and through that love, through that light, you can inspire the polytheists, the Bedouins. Look here, be consistent. When you're saying something, Muslims should, no, there's no way. God should have protected them in every way. So you don't have to show you are brave and you have to give your life to for your religion. We have not sent down to you the Quran that you be distressed. Here is a promise. It's like a promise of God. It's in His sovereignty, He's saying. His Majesty is saying, not we have sent down to you the Quran that you be distressed. Read the Battle of Tabuk. What happened to the Muslims traveling? How distressful the journey was. And He's made the Muslims cry we wouldn't go with them. You see, this word of Allah, you know, it's not some, it should be consistent. मुझे तो लगता है कि ऐसे ही, now I feel. So for your own good, you'll be stuck on this distress, feeling guilty like those Muslims, or maybe not even like those Muslims, but scared to death. You are scared to death, like those Muslims in Surah Anfal, Ayat 6, right? Now, where was I taking you after this ayat? No, you didn't have to be put to test. Because here the Quran ayat says, we did not send down this for you to be distressed. So why put others in distress also, your believers, Muslims, and yourself? You should be, just take a couple of group of Muslims, show them the light of Allah, shining bright in its light, enjoying, laughing, smiling, being good with everyone, showing your mercy to everyone, whether they like it or not, whether they accept it or not. You came as a mercy of Allah, you give that mercy to them. Be consistent, be consistent. But I don't see Allah being consistent. This is a fake Allah is made up. Okay, after, like, I forgot now which other ayat I was going to take you to. How distressed these Muslims. You don't have to do all these things. Okay, now I've forgotten, so I better go. It's 3 hours now. Come back tomorrow or something. I'm not sure. Maybe take a break tomorrow. I've had enough. But let's see. Thank you so much. Thank you, SSA, very much. I apologize for anything that may have hurt you, I may have said, or the way I said it, not in a more polite manner. I wish you the best, your family members. God bless you and your family members much always. And Akbar Ali Rawat, you also, but please correct your way. At the end of the day, I don't mean harm to you or anything. I wish you the best. And your family members, and God bless you and your family members. Always much. Much grateful that you, if you have been here for 3 hours or even heard it for some time, much grateful to you all. Whoever has been here and been listening, I cannot thank you enough. But please save yourselves from this false religion. And oh, yeah, and come to this. Surah, I leave you. Sorry, I just have to leave you with this. What I saw that you can be witnesses near to Allah. And I'm trying in a broken way to show you that you can't. If you stay in this religion, it'll be very hard for you. Of course, that true Allah will forgive you. Don't have to fear Him so much. So you can dance like a dervish, you know, go after love, beautiful things in this world. Be grateful, say Allah, your rahmat, your qudrat. You don't have to be scared of sinning. Why don't you reach this now? 21. Which is witnessed by those brought near. Reach this now. A register inscribed, which is witnessed by those brought near. See, some say, i.e., the angels. Not to Allah, i.e., the angels. You are better than angels. And those shaitan can see us where we can't see them. So be careful of, yani shaitan ka fear hai, ya Allah ka khauf hai, what is this? Both you're taking too much on yourself. And maybe some of you Muslims can shine and take it, bear it. But not all are like that. To which bear witness those nearest to us. Why can't you be these? witness those nearest to Allah, bearers of it, bear the witness, to which bear witness those nearest to Allah, and even bear witness to Allah. You know how to bear witness to Allah? Not by mouth, not by saying, because following what Rasulullah told you, this Rasulullah, right? No one was there to show you how to truly see it and be the witness that you are. And then what do you need after that? So even as a, let's say if I'm Radharani, I would want you to not even thank me. You know, if like my Hindus or I would just say, why can't I just, like Yazid did, made himself bad. But you know, he saved the Shias so that they won't turn out like these tyrant Muslims, going out killing for the sake, oh, this, killing that one, who see, who see that these signs are, these ayats are abrogated. And the last one, Surah Tawbah, they take. And now they can kill, and they kill. So, you know, the Yazid saved Shia. He knew what a, I mean, what foresight, what insight he had. His father, perhaps, or his grandfather, Abu Sufyan, that we can't save these Muslims. I don't know what Prophet Muhammad, this false prophet, has done in Makkah and Medina to these people. They're Muslims, but now what they did was what Abu Bakr did and what Umar's, and then Yazid succeeded completely in trying to save the Muslims from avoiding these hadith, these ayats, ayats that make you want to go against anyone who insults Prophet Muhammad, who insults him, who opposes him, and things like that. You know, taking it his way, the way his messenger, Prophet Muhammad, the false prophet, wanted you to take it for Islam and against him, those who oppose him. And forcing Zainab bin Josh to get married to Zaid. What kind of a thing is this in marriage? We were never told. A Maulana comes, asks us for permission. We never could even dream that you forced Zainab bin Josh. We thought it was a suggestion. Then why does the Maulana come in our nikah, aqad? You know, the Arabs don't even say nikah. Go and ask them why did they don't say nikah. When will they tell you the truth? What nikah means? I thought it was when I started to hear my father's family saying aqad, aqad, aqad for nikah. I'm like, these people, maybe they don't want to speak in Urdu, right? They've learned Arabic so much, and they are Arabs, right? And why then? But I saw that nikah is in the Arabic, in the Quran, but then they keep saying for marriage, they keep saying aqad. Aqad is a contract, just a contract. It's not a marriage contract. Why don't they say nikah? I thought it was the Urdu word. That's why. No, it's an Arabic Quran word. It's in the Quran, nikah. So when I heard what it means now from a Christian or, you know, that is on social media, I realized, oh, not because it's only a Urdu word for marriage. And why are the Arabs hiding this from you, Pakistanis, and from me, my father's family? So this also, right? See, they don't use, Arabs don't use nikah, although it is in the Quran. They use aqad. Okay, thank you very much. God bless you all. Have a great time. Fearless, guiltless, guiltless for you. And know that in you there is God. You don't have to fear always, all the time. And we can beat this ego also, right? We have something inside of us good. We have divine spark. We have the divinity. We have to be one with the divinity. Otherwise, there's duality. And in duality, there's separation, there's distance. You will always be gunegar. And this is what the Quran is telling us. That's why we forgave the Prophet also. You see, now leave, drop the Prophet also. But how do I? I will come back for another. This will be a like a development to get you out, support for the Muslims to come out of this religion and not feel like they are sinners all the time. Tawbah, Surah Tawbah 117. Surely Allah has relented towards the Prophet. Or even Allah and His angels, the other ayat, sent prayers, those salutations. What do you now need? What does the Prophet now need Allah for relenting towards him? What has he lost? Has he lost lives in this war? The expedition of Tabuk? Just the journey was long and hard, and some said we won't go. You want to follow this type of prophet? And Shias, please correct yourselves. Don't change the meaning that the Imams have given you and deceived you greatly. Liars, Imams. When the grandfather is a liar, can you be surprised? ये वो उम्मत है. We had a Noha, Shia Noha, you know. ये वो उम्मत है जो खैमों को जल like Quran को जला दे. So why be surprised when they killed the son, grandson of Prophet Muhammad? ये वो उम्मत है जो something I've forgotten the Noha. Okay, I better go, but I will come back. Hopefully, just get out of this religion. Look, I shouldn't. Okay, sorry. I just get a little bit sometimes very passionate. And I don't like this. I don't like this. Putting people in fear so much. You know, even that Aisha was angry at Ali for scaring people about Allah. Too much fear in them about Allah. Okay, thank you very much.